in line for a marriage license with 4 other couples and barely made it to a little white wedding chapel by midnight to seal the deal. Her kids were witnesses. They took pictures in a pink Cadillac and later showed off their outfits and rings. The superstar says it was the best possible wedding they could have imagined. Bennifer rekindled their romance last year after calling it quits 18 years ago. It's J-Lo's 4th marriage and 2nd for Affleck. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
On Broadway.
Don't get me started!
Billy Crystal's Mr. Saturday Night will end its run on Labor Day weekend. Like other productions, it's been dealing with slumping box office sales. It was nominated for 5 Tonys, didn't win any. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
If you're struggling with weight and frustrated with dieting each and every year, Mark Patrick Seminars can help. Join the over 500,000 people who have attended Mark Patrick Seminars with weight loss results. Mark Patrick Seminars will be in Montgomery on Wednesday, July 22nd.
And I don't think that deserves much. Bridget, how much have you lost now? I lost a total of
Anybody ask you?
It's easy, it's fun, very relaxing, very successful. And I would just say go for it.
For only $49.99, lose all the weight you want, 100% guaranteed. Wednesday, July 22nd at the Hilton Garden Inn East in Montgomery. Seminar time is 5:30.
It must be Monday.
Registration begins at 5 p.m. Attend this program and find out how the power of hypnosis can help you achieve your weight loss goals. There's limited seating, so get there early. Learn more at markpatrickseminars.com.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Being here with Just Blinds in Prattville, your trusted source for all things quality and beauty when it comes to window treatments for your home. Well, no question, the summertime heat has arrived in full force. Let us at Just Blinds help you not only cool down your home and your outdoor living space, we'll also help you save money on those cooling bills. How do we do that? Easy. With the latest in energy-efficient shades and blinds, complete with a range of options for motorization and automation. Visit our Just Blinds showroom in Prattville or online at gojustblinds.com. And stay cool, everyone.
It could be information to change your life forever. Or the Something You Should Know podcast could just be something interesting. Eve Turow-Paul, she's author of a book called Hungry.
Identifying yourself by what you don't eat on its surface can seem silly. A lot of these behaviors are driven by things like loneliness. Food on social media is a social currency, but also a way to facilitate connection.
Join Mike Carruthers and guests for Something You Should Know. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
He's the voice of the conservative millennial.
Ben Shapiro.
The Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Blindster. Need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. And right now, save 45% off any order. Just use code RADIO at checkout. Blindster.com.
The new work week will get off to a showery and stormy start for many of us. It's not going to rain all day today or tomorrow, but the chance of getting wet today and tomorrow is pretty good. Most of today is fine, but after 5 o'clock through the evening, scattered showers and storms become a good bet. Tonight, can't rule out a few showers and storms, mainly early, and then tomorrow there will be a good helping of scattered showers and storms throughout the day. Temperatures today, mid-90s, low 90s tomorrow. That's your First Alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic, brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported that would send anyone on an alternate route. Interstate systems moving into the Tri-County area from Clanton, Albany, Greenville. No problems on 231 south out of Wetumpka, north out of Troy. At ReinhardtToyota.com, you can see and purchase vehicles that are on order and have it arrived yet. Get the Toyota you want at ReinhardtToyota.com. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
You love your car, yes? But why are you not loving it with those tires that carry you and your family everywhere? Let Chico's Auto Pros show some love with our super savings on tires. Chico's Auto Pros.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams at WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. Two organizations in the capital city are looking to revive West Montgomery. Pounds of Hope Incorporated and Westside Woodworks Home Builder want to start renovating and building new homes on West Fred D. Gray Avenue. Community leaders say they also want to offer free resources, including financial literacy classes. Eufaula police are investigating a Saturday night shooting that left one person dead and another injured. Police were called around 11:30 to Dr. T.V. McHugh Boulevard. Two people were shot there and taken to the hospital, where one person, 18-year-old Quantavious Howard, died. Anyone with information is asked to call police. Here in Alabama, we now have two confirmed cases of monkeypox, one in Jefferson County and one in Mobile County. And health experts say monkeypox infections are only expected to increase nationwide. Right now, the median age for infected people is 36 years old, and mostly seen in men. I'm Jasmine Williams, and these are your morning headlines.
Thinking about life insurance? What if you could make one free phone call and learn the best price from up to 10 price competitive companies? Well, that's exactly what happens when you call SelectQuote. For example, George is 39. He was getting sky-high quotes from other companies because he takes meds to control his blood pressure. But when I shopped around, I found him a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $22 a month. I'm SelectQuote agent Dan Savino, and believe me, if SelectQuote isn't shopping for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-890-6688. That's 800-890-6688. 800-890-6688. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Price may vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
MVP's bonus days are here for pros. For 12 days, pros save big, and MVPs
Good morning,
more.
Todd.
Because MVP's Pro Rewards members can earn bonus points to redeem for rewards. Earn points on every dollar, spend up to $1,000, and get up to 3 times more points when you shop select brands and products. Find MVP's bonus day savings from July 11th to the 22nd in-store and online. Exclusively at Lowe's. Exclusively for pros. MVP's Pro Rewards program subject to program terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/L/Pro Loyalty terms. Subject to change.
Furnished by Finish Line Tax Solutions.
If you're getting letters from the IRS, call us immediately. The IRS is the only entity in the country that can seize assets without a court order. If you call us in time, then we know where they're at and we can intervene before anything damaging occurs. If you don't deal with your IRS problem, then they're going to take your paycheck, they're going to drain your bank account, and they may even take your house.
Call for your free tax relief information now. 800-801-4950. 800-801-4950.
If you're struggling with weight and frustrated with dieting each and every year, Mark Patrick Seminars can help. Join the over 500,000 people who have attended Mark Patrick Seminars with weight loss results. Mark Patrick Seminars will be in Montgomery on Wednesday, July 27th.
After this hypnosis, I want to eat good food.
Since August, I can honestly say I have not had one potato chip.
It was life-changing for me.
And I don't think about dessert like I used to. Bridget, how much have you lost now? I have lost a total of 83 pounds.
Holy cow.
It's easy, it's fun, very relaxing, and very successful.
And I would just say go for it.
For only $49.99, lose all the weight you want, 100% guaranteed. Wednesday, July 27th at the Hilton Garden Inn East in Montgomery. Seminar time is 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Registration begins at 5 p.m. Attend this program and find out how the power of hypnosis can help you achieve your weight loss goals. There's limited seating, so get there early. Learn more at markpatrickseminars.com.
Hello, this is your Congressman Barry Moore. Are you a veteran in need of assistance with the VA? Do you need help accessing service records or disputing a disability ratings claim? I understand the red tape that many veterans face, and my office is here to serve you and would love to help if we can. Please visit my website, barrymore.house.gov, or call my office at 478-6332.
And go to work.
Message was paid for
And
by
go to work.
authorized by the U.S. House of Representatives.
Summer is here, so get out and enjoy the sun. At Tallahassee, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's easy with the Make This the Summer event. The all-new Grand Wagoneer is here and ready for you and the great family fun. Summer is a blast in a new Dodge Charger or Dodge Challenger. 0% APR for 72 months. Make this the summer. Hop online. We're here by chat, text, and phone to help you. TallahasseeAutomotive.com. Drive a little, save a lot. With approved credit plus finance through Chrysler Cap. 13.8.
New York, New York, New York.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese, the Russians, don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440.
And here we go.
Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Tomorrow morning, if you wake up and the sun does not.
And good morning, good morning, good morning, one and all. If you're listening to my voice, that means you have made it. That means that you're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. First thing you do is say, thank God for this day, because it was neither guaranteed nor promised. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. Right now, the clock on the wall says it's 6:16 in the morning on a Monday morning. It's time to rise and shine. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high that, well, that'll change your perspective or give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. It is July the 18th. Today's daily bread is simply entitled Unwanted Guest. Our scripture insight today comes from Psalms 19, 1 through 4, and 7 through 14. But Psalms 19, 12 through 13 says, who can discern their own errors? Forgive my hidden faults. Keep your servant also from willful sins. Govern yourselves accordingly. Again, it is July the 18th, 2022 AD. It is a day that has never been, and like all the others, it is a day that will not ever come again. And once it's gone, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and undo all the things that you've done this day. And you certainly don't get a chance to do the things you should have done. So whatever you do this day, remember, it is a one-shot deal. You don't get it back. And if you've lived a while, like I say every morning, you've lived, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace of God and a lot of mercy thrown in, we may, I'm not sure, but we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day, July the 18th, 2022, that is the first day of the rest of your life. What are you going to do with it? Well, whatever you do, while you can, for as long as you can, until you can't, reach back and give somebody else a helping hand. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well that no man living, no man dead, and no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say if that is the standard by which you live life, you shall always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you will never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must. Rest only if you can. But you never quit. You never, ever give up. Because quitters don't win. And winners, while they may fail at a thing or two, they never quit. Unwanted guest. That is our daily bread for this day, July the 18th, 2022 AD. Good morning to you, Mike Gummer. It's a great day to be alive.
Hey friend, welcome to today's Our Daily Bread devotional. The reading today, titled Unwanted Guests, was written by Marvin Williams. Kyle and Allison had a wonderful honeymoon in an exotic location. When they returned home, however, they discovered that Kyle's feet had developed a strange itchy rash. The couple was referred to an infectious disease specialist. He informed them that small parasites had burrowed their way into Kyle's feet through blisters caused by his new flip-flops. What started out as a dream vacation ended in a challenging battle with unwanted guests. David knew that if he didn't ask God for help to fight sin, his dream of living a pleasing life before him would turn into a battle with the unwanted guests of sin and rebellion. After declaring how God is revealed in the natural world and his wisdom found in his instruction in Psalm 19, David asked God to protect him from inadvertent, arrogant, and deliberate disobedience. Forgive my hidden faults. Keep your servant also from willful sins, he wrote. He recognized that he didn't have the human resources to keep the infectious disease of sin from affecting him. So he wisely asked God for help. How can we make sure our dream of living in a way that honors God doesn't become hijacked by sin? Let's keep our eyes on him, confess and repent of our sin, and seek divine help in keeping unwanted spiritual parasites from burrowing into our lives. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Psalm 19, verses 1 through 4 and 7 through 14. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth speech. Night after night they reveal knowledge. They have no speech, they use no words, no sound is heard from them. Yet their voice goes out into all the earth, their words to the ends of the world. In the heavens, God has pitched a tent for the sun. Now verses 7 through 14. The law of the Lord is perfect, refreshing the soul. The statutes of the Lord are trustworthy, making wise the simple. The precepts of the Lord are right, giving joy to the heart. The commands of the Lord are radiant, giving light to the eyes. The fear of the Lord is pure, enduring forever. The decrees of the Lord are firm, and all of them are righteous. They are more precious than gold, than much pure gold. They are sweeter than honey from the honeycomb. By them your servant is warned. In keeping them there is great reward. But who can discern their own errors? Forgive my hidden faults. Keep your servant also from willful sins. May they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of great transgression. May these words of my mouth and this meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Now let's pray. Loving God, if we're honest, we don't know ourselves as well as we should, and we fall short of what we know is right and good. Please help us to trust in your power in our battle with sin. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name that we trust and pray. Amen. Thanks for listening. My name is Wes Ward, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
Okay?
Court.
Cool. All right, it's time to rise and shine, people. Let's do it. rough and tough, airborne. Every day, a run to the sun.
Sun knows way.
Not yet. Not yet. Down in the mess hall on my knee.
Down in the mess hall on my knee.
We got nothing to eat but a can of beans.
Nothing to eat but a can of beans.
The bread was moldy and the meat was bad.
Bread was molded and the meat was bad.
Oh, you know darn well that you can't eat that.
Hey, you know darn well that you can't eat that. Here we go.
Here we go.
All the way.
All the way.
Gotta be
rough
and tough.
Rough and tough, airborne. All the way. When I was young, I always wanted to be in the 82nd Airborne, needing a breeze. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna do it right. Jump from an aircraft while in flight.
All the way airborne, airborne, all the way driving on, driving on.
Woo! Now the rise and shine, people. PT's coming up next.
Driving on, early one.
In the drizzling rain, well, I picked up my parachute and boarded the plane. Jump match to said 1 minute to go. Green light. All the way airborne, airborne, all the way driving on, driving on. All the way airborne, airborne, all the way driving on. Somebody got to keep the airborne alive. Here we go.
All the way.
All the way.
Gotta be.
Rough and tough, airborne, all the way. Now it's time for PT. Okay, we got to run a little bit this morning. It's Monday morning. We got to do it. We got to do it. Okay, I'm going to get them to do it too, as a matter of fact. All right, Sergeant Smith. Somebody get Sergeant Maiden in the first sergeant out here. Come on now.
Run a little, run some more. Well, when your left
foot strikes the ground, when your left foot strikes the ground, I will hear that clapping sound.
Let me hear that clapping sound.
And I'm airborne all the way, every up, every good, all the way. Hollywood, Hollywood, looking good, all right, dynamite, everybody, down on, everybody, let me hear you, in the rear, keep it tight, in the middle, dress it right, in the front, coffee break, 80 deuce, I hear you, leading me, rough and tough, hey you, how you feel, feeling good, all right, dynamite, out of sight, feeling good, motivated, dedicated, gonna be airborne, gonna be airborne. Woo! Okay. I can tell it's a Monday morning. I'm kind of slacking this morning, but I never quit, never give up, never, ever quit. Woo, that's easy to say. And now we pay homage to all of our armed forces of these United States, as well as the Montgomery Police Department, who was sitting there today waiting for me to speak, but I didn't. I saw him. They thought I didn't see him, but I saw him. Montgomery Sheriff Department, to the police department, I want to talk to Chief Darrell Albert. Good morning to Derek Cunningham, our High Sheriff for the County of Montgomery, Alabama. And who else should I kiss up to? Oh, yeah, the mayor. Hey, you got to, I'm going to kiss up. to those who can do something for me. Good morning, Mayor Stephen Reed, the Honorable Mayor Stephen Reed, who joined me last week. Had a great time, as a matter of fact. Anyway, anything I got to say? No. Oh, and good morning to Maxwell Air Force Base. Of course, Maxwell Air Force Base. This is an Air Force town after all, and we must pay homage to those guys who, well, they protect the skies. And they did put the airborne. Good morning, Maxwell and Gunner. It's time to rise and shine. The United States Navy still say that's too much water for me, but somebody's got to do it. They're known as jarheads, amongst other things. But their motto is distinct and honorable. Semper Fidelis, or they just cut it short to Semper Fi. Whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it all means the same thing. Always. Not sometimes, but always faithful. Good morning, jarheads. Hoorah! And last but certainly not least, it's the home of such honored units as the 82nd Airborne, America's Guard of Honor. The 1st and 2nd and 3rd Ranger Battalions of the Ranger Regiment. We call them Green Berets, but Special Forces. We talk about the 1st ID, 2nd ID, 3rd ID, 4th ID, 8th ID, and 9th ID. And there's some more, but I don't know those. The United States Army. Is that it? I didn't think so. Bum ba dum bum bum. And the Army go marching along. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. I tell you, I feel bad. I was kind of slack. I was kind of sluggish this morning on the way in. You know, I'm listening to a little Luther coming in there, a little Barry Manilow coming in there, looking out for the popo, because they ain't sitting over there in them corners looking for a brother to speed. And don't know, you do not speed when you listen to Barry Manilow. I mean, you do a lot of things when you listen to Barry Manilow and Luther Vandross, but you do not speed. It won't let you. It is so mellow. And then a little Whitney Houston tied in there with Shoot Shoot. Everyone fall in love sometime. Okay, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, got to take a break. We'll be back. I do have an audio presentation this morning. It is probably about the biggest issue of our time. And we rarely talk about it because we all feel that we can't do anything about it. But maybe we can. Maybe we can. Anyway, we'll be back. Uno momento. You know, I like the uno momento thing there because that kind of puts me in the, you know, in the right mode. You know, my Spanish mode thing there going on. Okay. So anyway, we'll come back right after these messages, and y'all hang loose. Okay. I'm just saying. Oh, turn that. Okay, turn that off right there. There we go. Okay, turn that off. All right. Now we'll be back with a message about fathers.
People, I still feel all alone. I wanna go home. Oh, I miss you, you know. I've been keeping all the letters that I wrote you. Each one of
First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Blindster. Need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. And right now, save 45% off any order. Just use code RADIO at checkout. Blindster.com.
The new work week will get off to a showery and stormy start for many of us. It's not going to rain all day today or tomorrow, but the chance of getting wet today and tomorrow is pretty good. Most of today is fine, but after 5 o'clock through the evening, scattered showers and storms become a good bet. Tonight, can't rule out a few showers and storms, mainly early, and then tomorrow there will be a good helping of scattered showers and storms throughout the day. Temperatures today, mid-90s, low 90s tomorrow.
That's your First Alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. We've got a moderate crash on Chantilly Parkway at East Chase Parkway. It's northbound. So watch out for this one. Chantilly Parkway at East Chase. We've got an accident there northbound. You see something else giving you trouble, safely contact us. We'll pass the info along. There's a disabled vehicle on blocking one lane of traffic, Highway 82 at Doster Road in Prattville. No money down and your good credit gets you any vehicle on the lot at Reinhardt Used Car Supercenter. Cars, trucks, SUVs. It's all at Reinhardt Used Car Supercenter on the East Boulevard. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
You love your car, yes? But why are you not loving it with those tires that carry you and your family everywhere? Let Chico's Auto Pros show some love with our super savings on tires. Chico's Auto Pros.
Paramount Plus has been attempting to capture the gamer audience for some time now with the Halo show. But now they're trying to tap into the esports audience with the release of their new show, Players. The show that mixes comedy and drama follows a fake team named Fugitive Gaming as they compete in the League of Legends Championship Series. Unlike the Halo show, Players appear to properly stick to the source material roots and has been met positively by the audience so far.
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
When you love riding a motorcycle, you want to ride it everywhere, even getting a dental checkup.
Mr. Carter, would you prefer the chair?
I'm fine on my bike, Doc.
Well, let me know if you feel any discomfort.
And when you love saving money, you want to save even more. That's why Geico makes it easy to bundle your motorcycle and car insurance.
All done, Mr. Carter. Remember to brush, floss, and lubricate your drive chain regularly.
Kickstart your savings with Geico Motorcycle. Bundle and save on the things you love.
The City of Montgomery Department of Cultural Affairs is calling all creative minds. The department exists to engage, enlighten, and elevate a diverse, inclusive cultural arts community. They're committed to strengthening and showcasing organizational and individual cultural endeavors in our hometown. To advance this cause, they're seeking individual artists, artisans, advocacy groups, schools, and avid patrons of the arts. If this is you, visit montgomeryal.gov and click on the Cultural Affairs page to register to be part of Montgomery's creative community.
Hey y'all, we're the Wolf family from American Oak, the Rustic Furniture Outlet, and Wolf Boys Bedding. As you all know, we are a family-owned business, and with that being said, it is very difficult to go on a family vacation. So we have decided to close the week of July the 17th through July the 25th to take our family on vacation. Please shop with us before that or after that week. Our normal business hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 6.
You don't pay with fake money, so don't set up for fake wood. Good morning, Alabama. How'd you sleep last night?
You can buy a mattress anywhere, but at Wolf Boys Bedding, we want to make sure you get a good night's sleep. We will take the time to show you how a mattress is made and what supports you and gives you comfort. Then let you make the decision on what's best for you. Whether you need an inexpensive mattress or a great night's sleep, we have you covered. Shop the Better Sleep Sale and get up to $400 off on Heritage Sleep's homegrown collection.
Don't count sheep, get a great night's sleep from Wolf Boys Bedding next to American Oak More.
It's a fact. Guys hate going to the doctor. But when it comes to erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing Dr. Alderson and the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy levels.
Sure they have. Sure they have.
Suffer with
I believe you.
For years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I've been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic and realized there were more options for erectile dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99, and that includes all testing, including a PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Join Mark Patrick Seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed for only $49.99. That's right, weight loss seminar Wednesday, July 27th at the Hilton Garden East in Montgomery. Time is 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Registration begins at 5 p.m. Stop smoking seminar starts at 8 p.m. Registration starts 7:30 p.m.
Thinking about life insurance? What if you could make one free phone call and learn the best price from up to 10 price competitive companies? Well, that's exactly what happens when you call SelectQuote. For example, George is 39. He was getting sky-high quotes from other companies because he takes meds to control his blood pressure. But when I shopped around, I found him a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $22 a month. I'm SelectQuote agent Dan Savino, and believe me, If SelectQuote isn't shopping for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-890-6688. That's 800-890-6688. 800-890-6688. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Or price can vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Almost 3 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. I'm Martin Hope, and I invented Navage, the world's only nose cleaner that helps flush out airborne germs with powered suction. But what do doctors have to say about Navage? Here's Dr. Tonya Farmer, a board-certified ear, nose, and throat specialist.
Most airborne allergens and viruses enter through your nose. When that happens, it can cause congestion and irritation, and that just makes you feel miserable. You can get a cold, you can get flu, sinus infections, or even worse. Flushing your nose with a saline solution is the most effective way to flush all of those dangerous threats out of your nose. So now when patients come in my office, I tell them I highly recommend that you use Navage on a daily basis for overall good health and wellness.
And Navage is all natural and drug-free at Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Did you know that an estimated 10 million children in the United States see their fathers less than once a month?
Wow.
Research tells us what happens to boys and girls without dads or stable father figures in their lives. Poverty rates double. Emotional and behavioral health issues increase. High school dropout rates increase, as do crime and prison rates. And I was no different. I grew up in Georgia without my father. My mother raised me. And let me tell you something about my mom. Every day before school, she would look me in the eyes and say to me, "You are tall, dark, and handsome. And you can do anything you want in this world if you put your mind to it." But I didn't believe her. I struggled. Behavioral issues, substance use issues, suicidal ideation. I blame myself for my father being absent. I remember I was in college, in my room, by myself. "God, you have to help me use my pain." So I went on a journey to find my father. And what I found was shocking. My father had been experiencing an issue that he needed help in overcoming. He was experiencing his own pain. His absence was not my fault, and in a way, not his fault. Then I thought to myself, what if my father would have had a caring group of neighbors to support him? It would have made a difference for the both of us. Now, there's a lot of reasons that keeps fathers separated from their children. There are the ones you might think of right away, like estrangement from a mother, substance use, sickness, and incarceration. But the reasons that don't get talked about enough are the ones that exacerbate the problem. Those are the emotions we don't talk about enough. I'm talking about shame, guilt, and embarrassment. These emotions can cause so much harm beyond the absence. Ben was a 32-year-old father at an agency that I run called Fathers Uplift, where we help fathers love, forgive, and heal. And in doing so, they learn to find the beauty in the pain they've experienced. Now, one might ask, how can pain be beautiful? At Fathers Uplift, we believe that pain gives you character, strength, and courage. More importantly, there is a mystery on the other side of pain. For the population we work with, that mystery is a father's child. The warm embrace with your child on the other side of the mystery, that is beauty. Ben spent 4 years separated from his child due to co-parenting issues, restraining orders, and challenges navigating the family court. But he also experienced shame from not being able to see his daughter daily, guilt because he was absent, and embarrassment because he was unable to spend time with his daughter on a consistent basis. Now, it is imperative to note that as we stand here today, that through prior relationships, men learn to love and hate. Some of us have limited experience with love. Therefore, relationships that emphasize self-love play an essential role in the work we do. Lifelong relationships are integral to our efforts, with specific emphasis on an individual's ability to mirror new behavior and connections. Now, while many fathers like Ben come to our agency through social service agencies and correctional facilities, many of them come to us through word of mouth. They come to our clinic and can work one-on-one with a licensed therapist and coach, a team of individuals that provide guidance, advocacy, and mentorship. We also offer group therapy. In groups of 5 to 25 fathers or more, they share stories about their children and comfort one another as they work to achieve a common goal. They hear stories of triumph and struggle and pour into one another whenever there is a need. Together, we ensure that fathers are mentally and emotionally prepared to be in their children's lives. And when that father has achieved his goal, he is invited to come back and be an ambassador and pay it forward. And last but not least, we ensure that mental health providers, universities, and institutions have the tools they need to engage fathers wherever they are throughout the world through our online and in-person instruction. We work with fathers as long as they need us, or in other words, until they fire us. Now, there's no easy formula here. Every dad is different. Every kid is different. Every story is different. But there are a few things we do every time. We are loving our fathers and the fatherless back to life. We hug our fathers. We celebrate them on birthdays and holidays with a call to let them know how much we appreciate them. And we assume that they have the power to achieve their goals. We are a consistent source of support for them as they work to process the mistakes they've made in the past. For the last few years, we served over 10,000 fathers and their families. We've seen fathers accomplish goals such as gaining shared custody of their children, loving themselves again, and gain a newfound appreciation for everything they have experienced in their life. All of our fathers enter our doors feeling hopeless. But when they leave, over 90% of them say they have an improved sense of identity and self-worth. We've helped fathers released from jail and prison return home with their worth, their dignity, and their self-respect. And of course, our work just doesn't benefit fathers. It's for the kids too. A kid blaming himself for something he doesn't understand. A kid like I was, who struggled and who didn't understand that fathers are human too. My father's absence inspired me to create a safe haven for fathers nationwide. And truth be told, my father is currently leading a life separated from me as we speak today. Unfortunately, it is not a perfect ending, but it is an important one. It sheds light on the fact that fathers hurt too, and it is our responsibility to love them back to life whenever the need exists. As I stand on the stage, I can't stop thinking about my 7-year-old son, Clayton, and my 1-year-old daughter, Samaya Grace. The other day, I asked Clayton, "What kind of father am I?" He looked at me and said, "You have a mustache, long hair," and this is before the haircut, may I add, "and even a new computer." I said, "Okay, this is true, son." He goes on to say, "I love it when you buy me games," before hugging me and running back to his room. And Samaya Grace, every time I ask her for a kiss, she puckers up her lips and she runs to kiss me with an enormous smile. That makes my day every time. When moments like these occur, I understand that I have the privilege to be present, unlike many of the fathers that walk through our doors for the first time. Like them, I am far from perfect. Despite my mistakes, my greatest achievement is being Clayton and Samaya's father. Millions of fathers today, regardless of their location, can say the same thing. I must admit, if it had not been for the individuals in my life that reminded me of how valuable I was, I would not be here today. I'm more than thankful for them that they loved me back to life. Fathers that have been absent, regardless of their past mistakes, deserve a lifeline. And if we are deserving, so are the ones who have lost their way. Take a moment with me, 15 seconds, and I'll keep the time. Think about the people who loved you when you lost your way, who hugged you when you needed it, who assumed best intention, who validated you and embraced you even when you felt undeserving. Whoever came to mind, try, just try, and be that to someone else. Thank you.
Wow. Now that, my friends, is heavy. Good morning to you. Now, I don't have time to go through my lessons of life till the next hour, but I think we need to continue this conversation this morning. Because as I was going through my litany of subjects that could be covered today in our audio piece that we do on Mondays and Fridays, I said, out of all the things we talk about, this is probably the one that never gets enough conversation. And unfortunately, the people who need to hear it probably won't. As a matter of fact, I can tell you with a high probability they won't. I would tell you that not having your father does things to all your relationships your whole life. It does. It does things to your whole relationship, your whole life. All the relationships you have are tied up, in my mind, with your relationship with your father. Because to me, it is difficult to have a relationship with your mother and separate that relationship from your father. And if that father is not there, then something's going to be missing your whole life. And I'm like him. I'm 65 years old, but I have to tell you that the lack of my dad has affected me my whole life. Because if he has, I know he wasn't there, but I always wanted him there. Didn't know who he was, what he was. I seen him one time. Seen my father one time my whole life, just one time. He gave me a quarter. And how do I remember he gave me a quarter? Because that's the only thing he ever gave me. Was 1.25 cents. But at that moment, that 25 cents got me a lot of penny candy down at Mr. Dave's store. But it is, and I have not been the world's best father either. I mean, I must admit I didn't really have an example. But one day, one day I was going down the road. I went to pick up Zarel from school, as well as Emmanuel. Emmanuel's still mad at me because I made him walk from school. But I think we almost over that by now. But I was taking him to school, the Rock, over on Harrison Road. And as I was coming back down the road, I seen all these people working hard. They got hammers in their hand, and they got the big old grass cutting machines. I mean, they out there working. I used to see my good friend Donald Jenkins over at the graveyard, so doing his thing. I remember as we rolled along, I seen all these men working hard, and I looked at Zarel. I said, I really don't know how to do most of that stuff. I said, I don't really know how to. I mean, I can't build stuff, and I don't know much about painting and all that. He said, but you're good at one thing. I said, oh, here it comes. He said, what am I good at? You're good at being a dad. And at that moment, I realized that sometimes it's not what we think we are. It's what they think we are. And they look at the things from the inside of us and not the outside. So don't worry about what you don't have, the things you cannot buy. You can't buy the $100, $200 pair of tennis shoes. You can't do that. But the one thing every human being has control over, the one thing, and the most important thing that we have control over, is love and how we treat people and how we treat our kids. Okay? And I think that, and don't worry about what you think, worry about what they think. Because they don't see what you see. Somebody once said, a couple weeks ago, said, it's not what you look at. It is, in fact, what you see. Two people can look at the same thing, but see an entirely different thing. So again, I just think that it's a conversation that needs to be had every day. And I am blessed for having found this one yesterday, because we, especially as Black men, us people who for some reason, it is a tradition too often in our families that the dad surrenders to life. We need to do something about that. I don't know what we can do, but we need to start today. Anyway, good morning to you. We'll be back after these messages.
News update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. Two organizations in the capital city are looking to revive West Montgomery. Towns of Hope Incorporated and Westside Woodworks Home Builder want to start renovating and building new homes on West Fred D. Gray Avenue. Community leaders say they also want to offer free resources, including financial literacy classes. Eufaula police are investigating a Saturday night shooting that left one person dead and another injured. Police were called around 11:30 to Dr. T.V. McHugh Boulevard. Two people were shot there and taken to the hospital, where one person, 18-year-old Quantavious Howard, died. Anyone with information is asked to call police. Here in Alabama, we now have 2 confirmed cases of monkeypox, one in Jefferson County and one in Mobile County. And health experts say monkeypox infections are only expected to increase nationwide. Right now, the median age for infected people is 36 years old and mostly seen in men. I'm Jasmine Williams, and these are your morning headlines.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1.
This is the CBS World News Roundup, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez in New York. Terrifying moments at a mall near Indianapolis when a gunman opened fire at a food court.
It was chaos. It was like an animal kingdom in there. It just ran out the doors, every exit. We had people going into locked gates, putting them in the back of the store.
Police say 3 people were killed, 2 wounded at the Greenwood Park Mall before a licensed bystander shot and killed the gunman. One of the survivors is a 12-year-old girl. Investigators are looking for a motive. A scathing report details the botched police response to the mass shooting at a Texas elementary school that took the lives of 19 children and 2 teachers. Correspondent Lilia Luciano is in Uvalde.
A Texas committee found that the chaotic scene was caused by a lack of leadership. The committee released a 77-page report which found that those first responders who went right towards the shooter's classroom within minutes acted appropriately at first. But all officers failed to prioritize saving the lives of innocent victims over their own safety.
A former Trump advisor goes on trial for refusing to subpoena to testify before lawmakers investigating the January 6th attack. CBS's Scott McFarlane is on Capitol Hill.
It's jury selection today for the former White House strategist and campaign manager, Steve Bannon, accused of snubbing this January 6th Select Committee, a committee that's speeding toward its next hearing and claiming great progress despite Bannon's lack of cooperation.
States in the nation's midsection are baking under scorching temperatures, and they're worried about more than people overseas. Correspondent Vicky Barker from London.
Here in the UK, they're painting some railroad tracks white to try to keep them from warping.
Faced with weather like we've never faced before, the infrastructure will suffer.
Entire train lines have had to close down, with Britain under its first ever heat-related red alert. It could hit 104 here for the first time ever.
Monkeypox cases in the U.S. are still on the rise. Lines still long for hard-to-find vaccines in places like New York. WCBS TV's Tony Aiello found Alexander Gottlieb waiting at a pop-up clinic in Brooklyn.
I took the train for an hour and a half to get here.
Worth it.
I guess. We don't really have a choice, right? Gotta try to stay safe.
By the CDC's count, almost 9 in 10 Californians now live in areas with high levels of Omicron's BA.5 variant. Some colleges are responding. KCBS TV's Leslie Marine in LA.
UC Irvine will be back to bringing its mask mandates for anyone inside campus buildings because of the increase in COVID cases. Now the policy will apply to everyone, no matter their vaccination status.
This is CBS News.
This hour's newscast is presented by Rocket Mortgage. Need to know what it takes for a home loan to fit your budget and your family? Rocket can.
Do you know what people see when they Google you? Search engines don't always get it right. And when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-401-6681. Reputation Defender is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 for free advice on your situation. That's 800-401-6681.
More churches, synagogues, and mosques are stepping up security over mass shootings. CBS's Monica Ricks has more.
Nationwide, a new report shows worshipers and leaders across faiths are looking at more ways to safeguard their sanctuaries. Some have hired armed security guards, installed more surveillance cameras, and even come up with active shooter plans. Last month, 2 people were killed in a church in Alabama, but that's just one in a string of recent mass shootings, from Buffalo and Uvalde to Highland Park.
A 28-year-old stand-up comedian has died at his home in L.A.
Most of y'all been to a music festival. As soon as the artist comes out, the whole festival just rushes over. His house is stuck.
Jack Knight, in a Comedy Central special, also wrote for and starred in the animated hit series Big Mouth. He worked on TV's Blackish and appeared in Peacock's Bust Down. His family has not announced a cause of death. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Seminar is coming to Montgomery Wednesday, July 27th for one day only here. Mark talks about how hypnosis works to help people lose weight or stop smoking.
We all have an image of ourselves, and that image, if we have an image of a non-smoker, we attract non-smoker behaviors and beliefs. So we have an image of a smoker, we attract the habits of a smoker. If we have the image of a person who is overweight, we live up to those expectations. So one of the things we focus on with our programs is this, is we work on, at the subconscious level, the image or snapshot of yourself. If you have a healthy image, you attract healthy habits. We work on under hypnosis, taking the pleasure association out for smokers that they have towards smoking, putting back in what they already know consciously, that it's a filthy, disgusting habit that they never wish they start in the first place, that's killing them dead. And we get them out of these sessions feeling good about themselves, and guess what? They want to do these things instead of feel like they have to do them.
Don't miss Mark Tactic Seminar Wednesday, July 27th at the Hilton Garden Inn East. For more information, go to marktacticseminars.com.
Thinking about life insurance? What if you could make one free phone call and learn the best price from up to 10 price competitive companies? Well, that's exactly what happens when you call SelectQuote. For example, George is 39. He was getting sky-high quotes from other companies because he takes meds to control his blood pressure. But when I shopped around, I found him a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $22 a month. I'm SelectQuote agent Dan Savino. And believe me, if SelectQuote isn't shopping for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-890-6688. That's 800-890-6688. 800-890-6688. Or go to selectquote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at selectquote.com/commercials. The price can vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Don't miss Sean Hannity. Biden incoherently adheres live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
And good morning, and good morning again. First of all, let me tell you about one of our sponsors of our show, which is, of course, JL Lane Truck and Auto, jllanetruckandauto.com. Go there and check out the inventory for their cars, their pre-loved cars. We're never going to call them used, pre-loved cars that they have for you right now. And here's the nice thing about them. Buy there, pay there. Or buy here, pay here. It's an organization, so you don't have to worry about convincing the whole world that you made a mistake and they'll never give you anything. They will over at JL Lane Truck and Auto. They got clean cars, nice ones, clean. Go online, jllanetruckandauto.com, and you can find their inventory posted online. Go make a deal. So if you're tired of the wheels, you're tired of the heels, and you want some wheels, that's where you want to go. They're located at 208 Gun Road in Montgomery. Their phone number is 272-4313. If nothing else, call them and tell them you heard about them right here on the radio. And if, in fact, you are in need of a car, you will give them first shot. Okay? You may not need one right now, but sooner or later, somebody in your family is going to need a car. Okay? And if you want to, and these cars have been cleaned and cleared of all known, okay, issues. And they have passed a vigorous and rigorous inspection process. So if you're ready to ride, go to 208 Gun Road or jolanetruckandauto.com. Check out the inventory, make them a deal. So pick up the phone, 272-4313, and ask for Steve, okay? Tell them after you go online and check it out. You know, if you work for the state, you ain't doing much anyway. You might as well get online and check out these cars, and I guarantee you, you'll love them all. You'll love them all. They've been checked. You don't have to worry about driving them off the lot and driving them back on the lot. No, they're good cars, okay? I put my family in. That's right, we can do it. So don't worry about it. Call them, 272-4313. JL Lane Truck and Auto and JLLaneTruckandAuto.com. Oh, let's say good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? I got to finish some stuff here before. Wait, somebody's been calling. So let me get to before I get to my lessons of life this morning. Good morning. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. It would be okay if this was a perfect world and it was perfectly free and wasn't trying to force these women to have these babies. Let me read something for you right quick. I want you to answer that and your service screen to answer this question that I get to read this right quick. Okay. If your mama got pregnant by the dad, do you call him daddy or granddaddy? If your uncle got your mama pregnant, do you call him uncle or daddy?
Well, first. Oh yeah, but I hear where you're going. 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 Because that's got nothing to do with the child. That's got nothing to do with the child. What point? What point?
I'm trying to make a point. If this child in this world find out that his uncle is his daddy, or his daddy is his daddy, does he call him granddaddy or daddy? Does he call the uncle or daddy? Does he call the brother uncle or brother or daddy? Or do he call the cousin daddy or cousin? Okay? If a stranger got this baby in this world by raping his mom, what do he call?
Listen, if you wait a minute. If you
then I want the Republicans to answer to me. When this baby get out here and be a minister to society because he ashamed of who his daddy is, do you call him a thug or do you call him crazy?
Listen, you can come up with any rationale you want to for the systematic. Well, I know for the systematic killing of children, all you want. One thing about Ronald Reagan said, everybody that's pro-abortion is alive. That's all I can tell you. And this morning it wasn't about abortion, but
no kids coming out of this state, okay? Kids are being born because man forced these women to have a baby.
Well, let me ask you a question. Are you glad you're here? No. I didn't ask you that. I said, are you glad? I didn't hear you saying. Are you glad you are here right now? Are you glad? Yeah. Then give everybody that opportunity. Okay. He didn't know that. The child didn't know that being born. He didn't know that. Okay, and I think he should find out. Well, I don't know. I'm not a psychiatrist or psychologist or people who deal with our therapists. But I'd rather be alive finding out. Listen, I'd rather be alive finding out than dead and never known. Okay. Well, all right. Hey, listen, appreciate it. Yeah, I don't think that'd be happening. But anyway, okay. I got it. Listen, we can come up with any excuse to do anything. Anyway, good morning. Let me get on something else before I get started this. Anyway, good morning to you. It is the what day it is? It is a Monday morning. It is the 18th day of July. Okay, and the word of the day is meritorious. Meritorious. What does that mean? It means deserving of honor or esteem. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, so you decide who you want to who you want to give a meritorious award, and I'll let you handle that one. Or at the end of the year, you can give your teacher an award that says, we give you this meritorious award because you are deserving of honor and esteem. Okay, for the job you have done. Okay, that's good. All right. The lessons of life today is this one, and it kind of goes along with the father thing. It said, failure is not your enemy, but it is in fact your teacher. I want you to think about that for a minute. Failure is not your enemy. Now you can make it your enemy, or you can take the lessons of that failure and learn something. Okay, and we all got some. We probably got a closet full of them. Okay, but learn from them. On March 18, 1965, the first spacewalk took place as Soviet cosmonaut Alexei Leonov went outside his Voskhod 2 capsule secured by a tether. In 1766, British repealed the Stamp Act of 1765. They can do it if they want to, I guess. 1925, the tri-state tornado struck southeastern Missouri, southern Illinois, and southwestern Indiana, resulting in some 700 deaths. The year was 1937, America's worst school disaster. Nearly 300 people, most of them children, were killed in a natural gas explosion at the New London Consolidated School in Rusk County, Texas. 1938, Mexican President Lázaro Cárdenas nationalized his country's petroleum reserves and took control of foreign-owned oil facility, which is one of the reasons why I'm trying to invest in no other country. Hard enough to get your money back here. 1940, Adolf Hitler and Benito Mussolini met at the Brenner Pass, where the Italian dictator agreed to join Germany's against a war against France and Britain. The year was 1942. So what happened in 1942? President Franklin Delano Roosevelt signed an executive order authorizing the War Relocation Authority, which was put in charge of interning Japanese Americans with Milton S. Eisenhower, the younger brother of Dwight Eisenhower, as its director. The year was 1959. President Dwight David Eisenhower signed Hawaii statehood bills, Hawaii becoming the state on August 21st, 1959. I was 2 years old. Okay, I was having a good time. 1963, the U.S. Supreme Court in Gideon versus Wainwright ruled unanimously that state courts were required to provide legal counsel to criminal defendants who could not afford or to hire an attorney on their own. In 1980, Frank Gotti, the 12-year-old youngest son of Mobster John Gotti, was struck and killed by a car driven by John Ferrara, a neighbor in Queens, New York. The following July, Ferrara vanished, the apparent victim of a gang hit. You probably see that. Yeah. 2002, Brittany Cecil died 2 days short of her 14th birthday after being hit in the head by a puck at a game between the host Columbus Blue Jackets and the Calgary Flames. It was apparently the first such fan fatality in NHL history. The year was 2005. Doctors in Florida, acting on orders of a state judge, removed Terry Schiavo's feeding tube, despite efforts of a congressional Republicans to intervene and repeated court orders by Schiavo's parents. The brain-damaged woman died on March the 31st, 2005, at the young age of 41. In 2017, Chuck Berry, rock and roll's founding guitar hero and a storyteller who defined music joy and rebellion in such classics as Johnny B. Good, Sweet Little 16, and Roll Over Beethoven, died at his home in West St. Louis at the age of 90. And those are just some of the things that happened on this day someplace in the world. There's a whole lot of other things too, but we can't get to all of them. And there's a tweet of the week. I thought this was kind of cute, so I'm going to share this with you. I called my grandmother. This is a tweet by somebody. I called my grandmother asking for boy advice, and she told me, if you have enough time in your schedule to worry about him, you should take more classes. So, hey, I'm good. I thought that's a pretty good advice myself. Okay, so you ought not be worried about boys. You should be worried about math, science, and all the rest of that good stuff. Okay. Anyway, my understanding that over the weekend we've had 6 people shot this weekend. One supposedly DOA. I do not know that to be. I haven't been able to ferret that out if that's true or not. But given the current circumstances of what's going on in the world, I don't doubt it. Okay, but I got this from a confidential person who works at one of the hospitals. Said they had 6 people come in shot this weekend. Okay, I guess the 21st century policing methodology is not really cutting it. I guess. I mean, Chief, I love you, but I don't think that's cutting it. You know, the 21st century methodology is not working very good in the first century criminal. What can I tell you? I don't know. George Pearson of the Pounds of Cure and West Side Woodworks look to revitalize West Montgomery. Now, there must be an election coming. Not to say anything about these people, because these folks right here probably have good intentions. I know George Pearson, great woman. I think they got great intentions. But I got to tell you, every year, every 4 years, we're going to do something for West Montgomery. We're going to do something. I got a guy right now, boy, trying to put something nice over there, and the zoning committee won't let him do that. So I guess we don't really want to revitalize West Montgomery, do we? Unless we want to bring another Kentucky Fried Chicken or another funeral home or another payday loan or something like that. That's about it. You know, we always want to put things over there that take and things, not things that actually give. But anyway, so every election year they hear this and it dies like a candle in the wind when the election is over. Okay, I'm just saying we happily encourage the investment of the Pounds of Care and Woodworks, but we've been there a long time now. We know that not much is going to happen. Never does, never has in 31 years that I have lived here. But we know it must be election year, because every election year we're going to talk about what we're going to do for West Montgomery, and then when the lights go out, when the cameras are gone, when the last ballot has been counted, nothing really of substance actually ever happens. So what can I tell you? So I'm not impressed. I'm impressed by the people who want to get involved, but I've seen this for too long and too often now that we just talk a good game during the election year. Then after that, we go down the street, see hammers and nails on the ground. Oh yeah, we quit. Okay, I got you. I feel you. Patricia Holiday June. Now, I don't know this young lady, but she wrote in a neighborhood, whatever it is, it's a neighborhood something online. She said 9 council members and 7 of them at most need not to rerun for re-election. Most need to retire. Some others are filling space for future status advancements. Now it's time to see how many suckers, again, will use to retain by going to basic, minimum, and advanced personality. Personally, yeah, I said it. It is what it is. Patricia Holiday June. I guess she doesn't really like our current crop of city council people. I don't know. But you know, there's always something. And also, the longtime WSFA news director leaving for Hawaii. He'll be back. Somebody save his spot. Been there, done that, lived there. He'll be back. So somebody don't cut his don't give his job away quite yet. Use an interim. He'll be back. Because once you go over there, I'm telling you, it's not like it is on TV. Okay, you got more folks living outside Hawaii than you do in California. Okay, it's a tough place to live. Okay, now 860-1440 is the number you want to give us a call. And I hope, is there anybody here about my father thing this week? It's an interesting thing, and my father's audio is because that's a conversation that really needs to happen, but I don't know who it needs to happen to or what. It is something, but you think about it for a second, that not having a father in your life changes the whole paradigm of your life. It does. Okay, I mean, it just changes everything. I'm still mad at mine. even though I never only talked to him one time my whole life. I'm still angry at him. But I don't know I don't know what caused that kind of I really don't know how that came about, but it came about people deciding to leave their kids, not say anything. I mean, listen, you don't have to get along with the mama. I mean, we're not, but you don't just dispatch your kid. You don't throw them away like a wrapper on a hamburger, you know. And unfortunately, and we see what's going on now in America too often. Our young men, you know. Saturday, I'm at a meeting with some folks from the Concerned Citizens, and you know, and most of the time we talk about young men. Most of the time they talk about young men. Most of the time they talk about young black men. And most of the time you'll find that their father's not involved in their life. He's just not there. And so I think if we really want to attack this problem of young men doing heinous things and getting involved in all that, we ought to start holding fathers. I'm talking about really to. And if the mama don't know who the father is, then take the child. Seriously, if she won't give up who that father is, then you take the child from her, because obviously she doesn't have the ability to look out for the welfare of the child. Okay, I'm just thinking it's cruel, but I think they'd be better. I think kids would be better off in a foster home sometimes than they would being raised by one parent, especially boys. I just think they would. I mean, if you're gonna be in a situation where you don't know who daddy is anyway, then what difference does it make? I just think we need to be tough on fathers. Okay, we ought to put a father who don't take care of his kids in jail quicker than we would somebody robbing a bank. Seriously, because then that kid that he ignored will probably be robbing a bank at some point. Okay, I'm just thinking I think that's a crime against nature when you do not decide to take care of your children, even be involved in their life. I think we ought to put you under the jail. That ought to be a life sentence. If we can prove that you just dispatched your child, I mean, I just think it's and that, you know, if we took care of that, that would take care of a lot of things, a lot of problems that we have in today in urban America. Okay, I think now if our legislators want to do something, stop putting people in jail for marijuana. Put folks in jail for a long time who don't take care of their kids. Okay, I'm all for it. I don't hear that. Well, she wouldn't let me. Then put her in jail too. Okay, if the child's gonna be left without one of his parents, then why not be left with both of them? Okay, put them in. And we got to hold women. We have to hold women who more accountable for interfering with that process of bonding between a father and his children. If she impedes that progress, then her butt needs to go to jail also. That's kind of judge I need. that's kind of judge I'm gonna vote for. Where's Sabrina Martin at anyway? What she think? She believes in discipline. We need to start disciplining the grown-ups, not the kids sometimes. Anyway, 860-1440 is the number here. Let's see who this is before I go to my first break. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, pretty good. Can't complain. Mm-hmm.
I want to give this information to the people down City Hall. They won't have to tolerate with me anymore. This is Stacey Fan, president of the All Pass Neighborhood Association. Since they're not concerned about my neighborhood, I have given my seat up over 20 years. And there's a major reason why I'm giving it up. Because they don't be concerned about my neighborhood at all. It's not, and don't say people didn't vote for them, because we did. And I tell you, and I made sure that all of the seniors in this neighborhood voted for them, because I was the one that got the information downtown for forms for them, and I sent those forms back in with my money and not the city money. And I'm so sick of them, I don't know what to do, because they haven't done anything for our neighborhood at all. I mean, zero. And the only way I can let them know seems though I have to give them the information through your show, because I can't get in touch with them. I haven't been able to get in touch with them since I've been down there. So I'm sick of them. I've let Mrs. Blaylocks know I've canceled my meeting, and I've just given my position up. And they're the main reason. because they're not concerned about neighborhood at all. They have zero for this neighborhood. They have still got all their old broken down houses in the neighborhood. Our property has gone down. And like when I received my property value, it's only $55,000. And the person I've spoken to has stated, Miss Ann, now one of your house, one of the ones is about the highest, and it will continue to go down if they won't do anything about those broken down houses and all that. And I am so sick of those folks. I haven't been sicker of this group that's there than any group I've dealt with. And you know, I've been president almost 20 years. And I don't appreciate them all how they have treated me. I am going on 93 years old, and I ain't got no more, you know, I just can't tolerate with them anymore. And they're about the worst I have dealt with. I have never been able to get to that city hall or a phone call or anything. And talking about email, they won't even answer your email. And that Johnson lady, I gave her all my $300. I wish I'd never given to her my personal money, which was not the city money. And she promised me that she would help us with our neighborhood and do what she should. And I'm not going to say, the only person that has actually helped me is Commissioner Sankey, Mr. Tate, Mr. And the other person down there was Mr. Tate. And I'll say the sheriff, Cunningham, and he's not even over here. But the others, zero. And they don't know how I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them more than they sick of me. And I don't appreciate them at all. I'll give them an F. I wish I could have had some of them in my private school. Maybe I could have taught them something. And before any of them take a position again, they need to take some orientation classes because they don't know what performance is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am. I think they heard you this morning.
Well, I hope they heard you.
Mm.
I don't appreciate them at all. They haven't done nothing. I mean, zero. Haven't even called me one time. Haven't been in the neighborhood. And the police department, I never see them in our neighborhood. Never. They just have to pick and choose, but they take care of certain neighborhoods like all the white neighborhoods. You do the white folks claim. You don't get them at all. And even coming to black, they have to pick and choose the ones that, you know, they're defenders. This is one not defending them. And you know now, and I know the majority of the person, and Mr. Jim might know the type of person I am. I'm not a person with negativity, but when you're not right, you're just not right. And when you're not right, you need to hear it.
All right, my dear. He's doing fine. All right. We'll be back.
Your hiring needs, then you need Indeed. They're all
The
in one
best
hiring
that you
solution
can
makes it easy
do.
to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Sponsor your first job and get hiring today by visiting Indeed.com/credit.
The new work week will get off to a showery and stormy start for many of us. It's not going to rain all day today or tomorrow, but the chance of getting wet today and tomorrow is pretty good. Most of today is fine, but after 5 o'clock through the evening, scattered showers and storms become a good bet. Tonight, can't rule out a few showers and storms, mainly early, and then tomorrow there will be a good helping of scattered showers and storms throughout the day. Temperatures today, mid-90s, low 90s tomorrow. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Sabry for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now we're looking pretty good. The accident reported earlier on Chantilly Parkway has been cleared. Right now, that's the only thing being reported by the authorities. So we are accident-free. Interstate system moving smoothly. Keep listening. We will keep you posted. See Bruce Dean for a new home. It's easier than you think at Jayco Manufactured Homes on Wetumpka Highway. Over 30 homes to choose from on the lot and new homes arriving weekly. Jayco Manufactured Homes on the Wetumpka Highway. Buckle up. It's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
When it comes to tires, bald ain't so beautiful. It's time for a tire makeover at Chico's Auto Pros. Better price, better experience, guaranteed. 239-9510.
Do you smell that? Burgers and dogs sizzling on the grill, signifying the final days of summer and the beginning of fall. It's the perfect time to upgrade your backyard barbecue with a chance to win $5,000 in a Hot Off the Grill giveaway. Buy yourself the biggest, shiniest grill you can imagine, or throw a huge backyard bash and hire someone to grill for you. Head to our website now to enter this national contest for your chance to win $5,000 in the Hot Off the Grill giveaway.
Enter to win the Hot Off the Grill giveaway from newsradio1440.com.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-683-7713. That's 1-800-683-7733. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-683-7733. That's 1-800-683-7733.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed for only $49.99. That's right, weight loss seminar Wednesday, July 27th at the Hilton Garden East in Montgomery. Time is 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Registration begins at 5 p.m. Stop smoking seminar starts at 8 p.m. Registration starts 7:30 p.m.
Are you wasting money on a timeshare you rarely use? Cancel it with Titan Exit Group. Get a free consultation and see how they can stop the never-ending maintenance fees and mortgage payments. In fact, if your timeshare contract is not terminated, you owe nothing, so you have nothing to lose. But those monthly fees. Get legally released from your timeshare, 100% guaranteed. Call now for your free consultation at 800-200-0894. 800-200-0894.
My muscles ached. I was tired all the time.
My son had a full-blown asthma attack. It came out of nowhere.
The unsettling thing about some symptoms is
I had a fever and these terrible headaches.
you don't always know what's causing them.
It was Lyme disease from a tick bite.
I had West Nile virus from a mosquito.
He had a reaction to cockroach allergens.
Threats to your health can come from unexpected places. Get the facts. Visit pestrol.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospital, but miracles never come easy. That's why, as great as children's hospitals are, they need our support to keep miracles happening. Put your money where the miracles are. Support your Children's Miracle Network Hospital.
Telling it like it really is.
That's the fact, Jack!
It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Like a perfect love.
All righty then. Hey, we got to bring up a subject this morning that it's time to bring it up now because nobody's really talking about this, and I think we're gonna get something underneath the radar, and nobody's talking about it. So now I'm gonna start the conversation about it because I know it's been a while now, and it's time to have a conversation about this. Good morning. Who's this? Hello. That's you. You wait all that time and don't answer the phone. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning, Kevin.
Yes.
I heard Miss Daisy, you let her talk a long time. I wish I knew what she was talking about, but it's so muffled you can't tell a word coming out of your station. Any chance y'all want to fix that?
I don't know. I'm hearing me in the background on your radio.
I hope you're disappointed like that. Hey, I got a question for you.
Yes.
The police chief supposed to have a news conference this morning. Didn't say what it's about. You think the KKK burned a cross, or did the Proud Boys do something? What do you think he's having a conference about?
Well, it didn't hit my desk yet, so I don't know much about it.
I'm
sure there had to be the Proud Boys or the KKK. It could be anything else in the city one day.
Well, I just don't know.
Young black males, though.
Well, again, I don't know. I don't know what his press con. I haven't seen any indication that he's having one. But I'm glad you let me know.
They murdered 7 in Chicago yesterday.
Oh, that's a small. That's a small number. They normally get more than that.
Because they only shot 30 and they killed 15. Used to they shoot 60 and only 2 or 3 died.
Yeah.
So I hope they're learning to shoot better.
Okay then. All right. Well, let's hope they learn.
I mean, if it's the KKK and the Proud Boys,
All right.
the audience always interested in that group.
Yeah, and seemingly you are too. So.
Only when they bring them up to your station.
No. Okay. Well, all right.
But I don't know any.
Okay. Well, I'll.
Do you know any?
No, I don't know any.
You know anybody that's in the KKK?
No, I don't. I imagine I ran into a couple of those. You know, but
I wish somebody would call me and tell me where they meet.
Okay. Well, I think if you want to put your phone number on the air, you know, then you'll get somebody to call you.
Well, you have to be crazy black folks that won't be watching.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it. All right then. Now, it is 7:39 in the morning. Let's talk about something that it's been kind of quiet, and that's who is going to fill the seat, Mr. Elton Dean, the late great Elton Dean, and on the county commission. Now, the word on the street has been that the governor is going to select somebody. But time out, hold up, wait a minute, just a minute. The Alabama Code Title 11, Counties and Municipal Corporations, says unless a local law authorizes a special election, any vacancy on the county commission shall be filled by appointment by the governor. Now it says unless a local law authorizes. So why couldn't we just get an election for that job, then let the governor put somebody in there? I mean, why don't we just elect, okay, and it says unless a local law authorizes a special election, any vacancy on the county commission shall be filled by appointment by the governor. If the appointment occurs at least 30 days before the closing of party qualifying as provided in section 17-13-5, a person appointed to the vacated office shall only serve until 7 days after the next general election following the appointment as provided herein. The person also so appointed to fill the vacancy shall meet the residency requirements in subsection A and shall hold office from the date of appointment until the 8th day following the next general election. Now, all this mumbo jumbo here, I don't know exactly what that means. Well, I know exactly what it means, but there is something else that happened. They have redrawn the lines. So since they have redrawn the lines since the last election, okay, I got to get this right because I don't want to mess this up. But it's my understanding that almost anybody can run for this job as long as you're willing to move into the district upon setting in the seat. Okay, so that's an interesting byproduct of this. So let me see how does it go. In counties where the county commissioners represent a certain district, a person seeking office as county commissioner shall be a qualified elector and reside within the district he or she seeks to represent upon election or appointment for at least 1 year prior to the date he or she would take office. But what happens if you redraw the line? Now here's an interesting one. Okay, notwithstanding the foregoing, the 1 year residency requirement provided above shall not apply to the first election following any redistricting of county commission districts in a county. Any person serving as county commissioner at all times while in office shall meet the qualified elector and residency. So, according to this law, you don't have to live in that district because they just redrew the lines, but you must move in there, I guess, if you decide to, if you win. So it seems like to me, the residence requirement set here, and in case of a district commissioner shall reside in the district as it existed at the time of his or her election. So unless a local law authorizes, yeah, that's what it said before. So now I may have this a little wrong, but I don't think so because I'm not very good at redistributing information off these laws with the whereas and the whereunto and the he thou and all that stuff. But it seems to me that it's understand that you don't have to worry about the residency issues because they redrew the line. So you just have to be willing to move. It's from what I gather. And I know somebody who knows a lot more about this than I do, and I'll get them on the phone here. But I gather from this that anybody could run but you have to move in that because I think our residency line just within the last year, those lines have been redrawn. So it is going to be an interesting time in that. So I don't know now. Again, but since there doesn't seem to be anybody who wants to do an election, it seems that the appointment by the governor is going to be, and it has been a quietness about this seat. I mean, quiet as a church mouse. So why is that? So citizens of Montgomery County, who do you think should fill that seat? And should we have an election? Or should the governor have, or are we going to let the governor just put somebody in? Now, I don't care. I don't live in that district, but, maybe I should run for that district over there. Nah, can't do it. Don't have the tact to be a politician. But it's an interesting, it's quiet. Nobody, now I've heard a couple of names. I got my own recommendation, but I've heard a couple of names. So and evidently we're not going to have an election because if we were going to have an election, then we would have heard about that already from the county commissioner. And I haven't heard any of the county commissioners talk about this since Mr. Dean has passed about filling that seat. And it'd be interesting. Oh, Doug, Isaiah, Mr. Harris, Ms. Walker, and who else is down there? Somebody else is down there too. So I'm just trying to figure what's going to happen down there. Are we quiet as a church mouse out here? Is the fix in? Is the fix in? We don't get to know what's going on. But does this redistricting issue affect? According from what I'm reading, it seems like anybody can run. Looks like that way to me. Good morning. Well, that's what I'm asking the question. Y'all don't explain that to us. So tell me what's up.
Well, since the seat was vacated with Chairman Dean's death, the governor for county commission races, county commission seats, the governor makes that appointment.
But now I'm looking at the law here. Wait a minute. I'm looking at the law. It says unless a local law authorizes a special election. So
we don't have a local law.
Why not?
Well, one thing is $250,000 for taxpayers' dollars right off the bat to do a local election, and it's always been that way. The governor has always made appointments. I know PAC, when Reed Ingram went to the State House,
right?
Before that, when Cox Reigns went to the mayor's office,
right?
Pam Wilson got appointed, and then
that's true. Okay, that's true.
Reed Ingram went to the State House, Andrew Paul got appointed, and before that, Dimitri to the State House, Rodney Walker got appointed. Okay. So the governor will make that appointment.
But it does seem like to me, though, to eliminate the people who would be represented and not give them any say-so whatsoever, and that's pretty much a traditional Democratic district, and we're going to have a Republican governor now. I don't know. It just seems like to me we're keeping the stake owners away.
Yeah, the governor's not going to appoint a Republican to that 75% Democratic district.
Mm-hmm.
governor's going to appoint somebody that will ask two questions. One question is, do you plan to run again, and are you electable?
Okay.
And then the second thing, is there anything that would embarrass the governor? I know because I've been to this before, and reading on the State House, I was encouraged to send the application in, give a resume, went down, had a meeting with the appointments director, and I think the state finance director was in there. There's 3 or 4 people in there from the governor's office. The governor's not in there, because there's like 200 appointments, I think, out there on the books right now. Maybe now it's about 100, because she made a lot of appointments now. A lot of those appointments are smaller things like hairdresser's board, you know.
Right. So when is it supposed to happen? Have you heard when it's supposed to happen? I mean, right now, those people have no representation. And they've been lacking representation for a while now.
Man, they got good representation right now, but I'm doing it more.
I know.
I've been doing it since Elton got sick back in early January. So
okay. Well, we don't want you to be overburdened, though. Yeah.
I'll tell you why I know that it's good representation.
Yeah.
Everything they've asked for so far I've done. So
okay.
They're all happy right now.
Okay.
But again, the governor has not called me. I have not called the governor. I don't have her number. She don't have my number.
You want me to give her your number?
No, I don't want to.
I mean, I got a number. I mean, I just thought I'd let you. Yeah.
You keep that to yourself.
Okay.
If she wants my opinion, she'll call me.
Okay.
She probably don't even know who I am. So
Mm.
I don't know if they call me or not, but she will make that decision. You know, with a lot of help from her appointment director.
Okay. So let me just clarify something. So the county of Montgomery could have a special election if they wanted to.
No, that'd be something we either have to put in there and then get it approved by the state legislature. It's not something we can just say. I don't believe it's something we can just vote on and say we want to have an election.
But you're not sure.
I'm not sure, but we're not going to. So I mean, it worked really, really good in the past.
Well, for somebody it did. We don't know if everybody got represented. I just said it's the county of Montgomery, so the people should have some say.
Well, they will, because we have to represent in 2024. So, you know, it's 2 years away.
So that means we could be screwed, glued, and tattooed for 2 years then.
Well, now keep in mind, there's 5 of us on the county commission, so one person came screwed, glued, and
Okay.
without 2 of the folks.
Okay. I'm with you. Okay. Well, good. We
Like I said, it works fine. You know, Robert Walker's still on the county commission.
wait a minute. She is? Is she still down? She's still down there? She kind of like She sounds like Twinkle Kavanaugh to me. I mean, I've been in her district wherever. She don't never call me or call us and tell us what's going on. I thought she quit.
Well, we got a meeting tomorrow.
Okay. Well, it's nice. Listen, it's nice to know that somebody's seen her. I haven't. All right.
Come on to the meeting.
No.
You told me you would come to the panhandle thing the other day, press conference. You never showed up.
Yeah, I did. You didn't see me in the back?
Oh, I didn't see you back there.
I guess we all look alike because I was there.
No, you didn't all look.
That's true. Hey, appreciate it, Councilman. Commissioner. All right. Gotta take a break. We'll be back.
First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Blindster. Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. Don't overpay for new blinds. Shop Blindster today and save big. Blindster.com.
The new work week will get off to a showery and stormy start for many of us. It's not going to rain all day today or tomorrow, but the chance of getting wet today and tomorrow is pretty good. Most of today is fine, but after 5 o'clock through the evening, scattered showers and storms become a good bet. Tonight, can't rule out a few showers and storms, mainly early, and then tomorrow there will be a good helping of scattered showers and storms throughout the day. Temperatures today, mid-90s, low 90s tomorrow. That's your First Alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Hello, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported now that would send anyone on an alternate route. You keep listening, and we'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. New student orientation at Trenham State will be August 4th from 9 a.m. to 12 noon on the Trenham campus. Learn about dual enrollment. Call Trenham State to learn more. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
You love your car, yes, but why are you not loving it with those tires that carry you and your family everywhere? Let Chico's Auto Pros show some love with our super savings on tires. Chico's Auto Pros.
The economy is heading for a total disaster. The Fed must choose between a stock market and housing market crash or hyperinflation high. This is Stephen K. Bannon, and I urge you to diversify your retirement savings into physical gold today. To help you get started, my friends at Birch Gold have created a free information kit on gold IRA. To get your free copy, just text Safeguard to 989898. There's no obligation or purchase required. Again, that's Safeguard to 989898.
Chances are you're jamming in your car right now. And since Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance, so you only pay for what you need, Limu and I are going to show you some safe car dance moves. Hit it. Everybody, check your blind spots real quick. Now hands on the wheel. Put them 10 and 2 and move your head like a bird do. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Your local radio stations are here for you. No subscriptions or monthly fees necessary. We're here to give you the news, weather, and traffic you need, and the music you love. But if the foreign-owned record labels get their way, it could stop the music. They want Congress to force radio stations to pay them more money, simply to play their music. Don't let radio go silent. Text LOCAL to 52886 and tell Congress to protect local radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
It's a fact. Guys hate going to the doctor. But when it comes to erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing Dr. Alderson and the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy. Jump-started? Lots of men suffer with ED for years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I have been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic and realized there were more options for erectile dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99, and that includes all testing, including a PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Hey folks, this is Major Delay. Not too long ago, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Now, few things are as important as the health of my feet. First order of business, have your feet checked by a podiatrist. Without hesitation, I told my doctor, I'm going to Dr. Brian Killey with Greenville Foot Care. I went to his clinic on Winton Blunt behind Baptist East. The staff was friendly and professional. I was in and out in less than 30 minutes. And in that short span of time, with a few simple observations, Dr. Killey shed light on two major issues I had had with my feet and ankles all my life. I was amazed. Not only was the checkup quick and easy, I felt comfortable and informed. He even recommended certain running shoes that fit the structure of my feet. And your insurance even pays for annual visits to a podiatrist to better your health. No referral necessary for most insurance. Hey, walk, crawl, limp, roll, any way you can get there, but see Dr. Brian Killey at Greenville Foot Care. Call for an appointment at 334-265-7585 or check out greenvillefootcare.com.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of podiatrists performing such services.
Ben here with Just Blinds in Prattville. On behalf of the Myers family and our entire team here at Just Blinds, we want to sincerely thank you for selecting Just Blinds as the best, your #1 choice for blinds, shutters, and drapes in Central Alabama. Just Blinds has been delivering on our family's commitment to provide quality window treatments at affordable prices and to deliver the absolute best in customer service before, during, and after the sale for over 35 years. Please visit us online at gojustblinds.com.
Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed for only $49.99. That's right, weight loss seminar Wednesday, July 27th at the Hilton Garden East in Montgomery. Time is 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Registration begins at 5 p.m. Stop smoking seminar starts at 8 p.m. Registration starts at 7:30 p.m.
Telling it like it really is.
That's the fact, Jack!
It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Okay, I went long, so no time for any calls the rest of this hour, but we'll be back in a few minutes here. Good morning to you. Hope this day finds you well and healthy, wealthy, and at least, if nothing else, wise. We'll be back.
Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams at WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. Two organizations in the capital city are looking to revive West Montgomery. Towns of Hope Incorporated and Westside Woodworks Home Builder want to start renovating and building new homes on West Fred D. Gray Avenue. Community leaders say they also want to offer free resources, including financial literacy classes. Eufaula police are investigating a Saturday night shooting that left one person dead and another injured. Police were called around 11:30 to Dr. T.V. McCoo Boulevard. Two people were shot there and taken to the hospital, where one person, 18-year-old Quantavious Howard, died. Anyone with information is asked to call police. Here in Alabama, we now have two confirmed cases of monkeypox, one in Jefferson County and one in Mobile County. And health experts say monkeypox infections are only expected to increase nationwide. Right now, the median age for infected people is 36 years old and mostly seen in men. I'm Jasmine Williams, and these are your morning headlines.
News Radio 1440, WLWI AM, the home of the Dan Bongino Show. Also on 95.1.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A damning new report faults police officers who responded to the Uvalde, Texas school shooting for waiting more than an hour to take down the gunman. Families have now seen body cam footage that shows the confusion among them. Correspondent Lilia Luciano is in Uvalde, where she spoke with Brett Cross, who lost his 10-year-old nephew.
Did you learn anything? What impressions did you have?
The police failed us. The school system failed us. Those failures costed our son his life. We shouldn't have had to have 21 funerals. We should have been having a parade for the fallen heroes that took care of our babies.
Police south of Indianapolis are investigating a mass shooting at a mall food court that left 3 people dead and 2 injured, including a 12-year-old child. Greenwood Police Chief Jim Eisen says the gunman was killed by a bystander who was carrying a licensed gun.
We have what appears to be one shooter. Looks to be an adult male. We have not identified him yet. We do not have a motive yet.
The 2 injured are in stable condition. Police are expected to release more details later today. Steve Bannon arrived at a court last hour to face charges of contempt of Congress. Correspondent Scott McFarland.
Here at the federal courthouse in Washington, which is just down the street from the U.S. Capitol, the camera crews were set up before sunrise. It's jury selection today in the trial of Steve Bannon for contempt of Congress. Bannon had argued to get this trial delayed, saying recent coverage of the January 6th committee hearings would inflame and bias the jury. The judge disagreed and said 14 jurors will be seated by the end of the day today.
Another big bank is struggling. This morning, Goldman Sachs reports profits fell 47% in the second quarter. Last week, Morgan Stanley and J.P. Morgan Chase both announced 55 and 54% drops, respectively. People in the Plain States and Texas are suffering through sweltering summer temperatures, and they're not faring much better overseas.
I'm Vicky Barker in London, where the UK is under its first ever heat-related red alert, signifying a significant threat to human life and health in affected areas. It's expected to hit 104 degrees here for the first time ever. This in a country where air conditioners are rare.
A raging wildfire in southwestern France has forced another 5,000 people from their homes. Over the weekend in Las Vegas, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck said yes to marriage at a little white wedding chapel. Lopez announced the midnight.
Well, Affleck and Lopez got married again.
For other, Lopez signed her announcement, Mrs. Jennifer Lynn Affleck. S&P futures up 28. This is
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
If you haven't switched to Medishare yet, two big reasons to at least consider it and why it makes so much sense right now. Number one's inflation, which is just affecting everything. It makes sense to say, okay, where can I actually save? Well, you could save a lot in one fell swoop if you switch to Medishare. The typical family saves $500 a month. Secondly, your conscience. Medishare members aren't forced to pay for things they don't support or believe in, and that's a big deal for a lot of people right now. They want their money to actually help people. And one more reason, you can trust Medishare. It's been the gold standard for healthcare sharing for more than 25 years. It works, and members love it too. It has double the customer satisfaction rating compared to health insurance. So now's a great time to consider making the switch, and they're very easy to talk to. Medishare has great customer service. You can even get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866-88-BIBLE.
A family affair at the Major League Baseball draft.
The sons of former Big League All-Stars were taken 1-2 for the first time ever in the draft of college and high school talent. The Baltimore Orioles selected Jackson Holliday, the son of ex-batting champ Matt Holliday. The young shortstop told ESPN about his dad.
He's like my best friend. He's always there when I want to work, and he's always pushing me to be great, and I probably wouldn't be in this position without him.
Drew Jones, the son of former Braves outfielder Andrew Jones, was picked second by Arizona. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
A Sunday stunner at St. Andrews, Australian Cameron Smith got past Rory McIlroy to win his first major, the British Open.
To win an Open Championship in itself is probably going to be a golfer's highlight in their career.
Well, they have it, huh?
Around St. Andrews, I think, is just unbelievable.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Hey y'all, we're the Wolf family from American Oak, the Rustic Furniture Outlet, and Wolf Boys Bedding. As you all know, we are a family-owned business, and with that being said, it is very difficult to go on a family vacation. So we have decided to close the week of July the 17th through July the 25th to take our family on vacation. Please shop with us before that or after that week. Our normal business hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 6.
You don't pay a fake money, don't set up a fake wood.
Hey, bud, this is Coco.
And Captain from the Rustic Furniture Outlet at American Oak and Moore.
We have some great news. We're building a new warehouse.
Yes, but the bad news is we have over $1 million worth of inventory that we have to move. That's over 4,000 pieces.
So, Captain, what are you going to do?
We're going to have a huge warehouse sale. I would rather discount it and sell it than move it.
For the first time ever, we will be giving an additional discount on over 4,000 items in the Rustic Outlet.
Don't let it pass you by.
Come save big and help us get it going.
Summer is here, so get out and enjoy the sun. At Talis, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's easy with the Make This the Summer event. The all-new Grand Wagoneer is here and ready for you and the great family fun. Summer is a blast in the new Dodge Charger or Dodge Challenger with 0% APR for 72 months. Make this the summer. Hop online. We're here by chat, text, and phone to help you. TalisEautomotive.com. Drive a little, save a lot. With approved credit plus finance from Chrysler Capital. 13.88% finance deal. Retail factory 7 deals.
Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed for only $49.99. That's right, weight loss seminar Wednesday, July 27th at the Hilton Garden East in Montgomery. Time is 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Registration begins at 5 p.m. Stop smoking seminar starts at 8 p.m. Registration starts 7:30 p.m.
Hey, Sean Hannity here, and now you can hear me live every afternoon. It all starts at 2, and it's all happening right here on News Radio 1440.
Okay, I stand corrected. Evidently, now, again, sometimes I can't keep a track of everything. Evidently, the county has not been redistricted. I know that the city council did, but evidently the county has not done imposed a new redistricting plan. But I could have sworn they did. I thought when the county when the state does theirs, the county does theirs, the city there does theirs, and I thought they actually had done that. But somebody just told me that that's not so. So evidently, I guess you must qualify the regular way, and the residency issues are still as they are. So sorry about that. Hey, not the first time I've been wrong. Good morning. Thank you for holding. Yes. Pretty good. Mhm. Yes, sir. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what the, everybody's happy out in District 2. I live in District 2, L&D District. I guess they already cut me out of it. Now, at 3630 Old Stell Road, they got some holes going up in the street. And I hear them trucks get everyone run for 3 years. Some big 18 wheels or the big dump truck, they just get that thing and pump up. And nobody complains about it. You hear me talk about it from time to time. I'm surprised they had broke an axe. And from the Toll Creek to the Axle Road, they hadn't been blacktop, I don't think, since I've been here. And I've been back home for the last 50, probably 56 years. I mean, but I'm like days, and when you get to talking about things, they target you, I can understand her, she being 92 and a half. Just want to give it up, want to throw your hands up. And most of these people that president of these community they might as well. The hell, they're not doing anything like you say. They just sit there. Just sit there. You can't get them to represent your community.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know a lot of people got a lot of complaints. I mean, I don't know. I guess the best you can do if you don't like what you got, run for office. But that's a
But Vernon, before Big John became the sheriff,
right. Mm-hmm. All right.
She appointed a guy that she appointed a white Republican in that predominantly black Democratic district, okay? So he was saying, she might, you said that's a predominant Democrat area. You only put them in front of Republicans, don't believe that crap, okay?
Mm. Yeah, but I mean, I hear you. Right. Well, again, I mean, for politically, it doesn't make sense for a Republican governor to appoint a Republican unless I mean, she might. I don't know. Just yeah. It would raise people would raise all kind of hell. Yeah. I mean, black folks don't want no Republican. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, but and all weekend I'm hearing about how they're trying to revitalize West Montgomery. I guess they want to revitalize it with what they want to put over there, and not what they don't want to put over there. 93, 92. Yeah. 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 Mm. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Appreciate it. 860-424. Last week we Alabama Power came out and said that they're gonna up your light bill by approximately $6 a month. Now that's where they're gonna start. I'm pretty sure it's gonna cost us more than $6 a month. But now everybody wants us to go to electric, right? Everybody wants to go. Wait a minute. So electric. If we all go to electric cars and electric this and electric that, then that means it's gonna take more fuel to make more electric, okay, so we can cool our homes and kill the hot water and stuff like that. Now, I don't quite get that. So it's really not going to be cheaper for us. The cost is just going to be given to Alabama Power now, as opposed to your fuel. So it still takes fuel to create electricity. Okay, so what kind of sense does this make? I like and Alabama, and I still haven't figured out. I still don't. Why does Alabama Power get a guaranteed rate of return? In my business, I didn't get a guaranteed rate of return from the state of Alabama. So why does Alabama Power and other people get a rate of return? Does anybody in town get a rate of return guaranteed by the state of Alabama? If you don't get as much money, you don't have to pay taxes. Is there anybody? I mean, somebody need to explain that to us. Why? Because we all invest money in our businesses. Every last one of us. We invest money. Some have more than less. Some have less than others. But why does Alabama? I mean, Twinkles nobody's ever explained that to us, the common citizen. Why do they get a return? So every time they don't make as much, not that they're not making a profit, if they don't make the amount of profit that they're guaranteed to make, then they get to up the prices on the poor folks around here. And I need Twinkle Kavanaugh or somebody to explain that to me. Why do they get a guaranteed rate of return on their money when nobody else does? Not that I know of. Is that only a utility thing there? I'm just not sure. Where's Twinkle? Somebody explain that to me. Because I'm in business for myself. Well, state wasn't guaranteeing me a rate of return. I'm just saying, just one of them things. Let's talk to this guy right here. Good morning. Who's this?
Kevin.
Yes.
Kevin, you know good and well. Good morning. You know good and well. Twinkle Kavanaugh ain't gonna come on and talk to you or nobody else. Why you keep calling her now?
She might. She
came on and talked to you before.
She has been on before years ago. Well, maybe so. Maybe so.
That's what I call it. What I heard most of this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Most of what Pastor Sankey was talking about, and Miss Fan. I certainly did over what Miss Fan was talking about. We have no representation. My area, far west side. Nothing. No return, no call of return, no action, no nothing. Never time. Whenever you try to contact the powers to be, they out of time. They got personal bills. They need to go and live their personal life, get out of public life. Or they're not serving us at all. I totally agree with Ms. Fain. I couldn't agree more. But you notice when complaints started coming in, yeah, Mr. Boyd has attempted to hire people. They have a business to hire people. And look how they're kicking him back. He's trying to buy the land next door to him. Up there where the dollar store. And Boyd even, in the deceit of growth for the city, he even gave up his business years ago. So fast you can grow. So the west side can grow. And look what he got in return. Look what he got. Everybody pushing him back. Kick it back on. You go look at that corner. Look at the corner across from him where the grass sign at. I put it up on Facebook this morning. Look at it. Terrible. Taller than me. Sofas, all kind of stuff on the corner of Fairview. You'd rather see that than a $500,000 business building go up that's for high people. Pull some of the people off the street that can't get jobs on the west side. You'd rather see trash, 18-wheeler, high grade, sofas on the corner of Fairview Avenue up on the sign. You can't even see the street sign. Cover with that. You'd rather see that turn in your neighborhood than a brand new $500,000, multi-million dollar business, whatever you're gonna pay for, 100,000, 200, whatever.
Yeah.
We'd rather see. And you wonder why we don't get that? We don't get that because we don't want it. Have a good day, sir.
That's the point. In the land of gun shooters, I guess my home state of Indiana is included in that now. So over the weekend, But I'm gonna have to rethink my situation on everybody carrying a gun, because in Indiana, I forgot exactly where it was, Gordonville or somewhere like that. Somebody with a gun stopped that son of a gun, and okay then. That was a good move. That was a good move. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning.
Well, I'm glad you brought up the Indiana. It'll get buried because it doesn't fit their narrative. And that happens all across the United States when homeowners confront burglars and people confront robbers, but they don't put it up there because it's involved in a mass shooting, and that's the thing right now. That's the reason it's getting publicity.
Mm-hmm.
But all you got to do is watch that video. If you watch the full video they've released from the school shooting in Texas.
Yeah, I watched them. But I tell you something. I believe, now this is just me, I believe one of the reasons why policemen are hesitant to almost do anything now, because no matter what they do, it seems to me that we're going to come down hard on them. And I doggone if they do and doggone if they don't. Yeah.
That can be a contributing factor, and I agree, but when you stand there and put hand sanitizer on your hand, while he's slaughtering children.
Yeah, that's a.
I mean, it's nauseating to watch. Somebody that was a member of a former tactical unit. It's just nauseating to watch.
And let me ask you a question. As a police officer, now I know it's the Supreme Court has said, as a police officer, though, are you legally bound to go in harm's way?
I am morally bound.
I ain't talking about morally, I'm talking about legal. Are they legally bound by statute to go in harm's way?
Well, and this Supreme Court ruling is the law of the land now. It's going to affect a lot more people than Roe versus Wade.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a whole lot of people are not getting abortions, but this is going to affect it where law enforcement officer isn't compelled to act. Not departmental policy, but you're going to get them in civil litigation. It's like calling 911. It's 911 foreign the law enforcement agency, and you call and ask for help, and then they get there and don't take action. So there's a lot of untested water with this.
Well,
we're going to see some in litigation. But what you just talked about was an individual that had a gun, rather than hide under a table,
right,
into a closet, and listen to this person continue to kill people.
Yeah.
And just like up there in the market, where he kept shooting people. If somebody would have come up behind him and put a bullet to the back of his head,
yeah, that'd stop that. Yeah, that would have stopped that.
We've gotten to this power down this mentality, and we've been told if you hide under desk, do this, do that, then the wolf will stop. But he's not going to stop until he's confronted by another person with a gun.
That's right. That's right. When you take all the guns from the law-abiding citizens, the only people going to have guns is a non-law-abiding citizen. So I.
Hey, before I let you go, did you hear? I heard news start this morning talking about abortion.
Did you hear about the inmate that had to move up in Burlington County, New Jersey? Its name is Demi Minor, not Demi Moore, but he's transgender, and he's still got equipment, but he's identifying as a woman. So they had him locked up in the woman's prison, and he impregnated two inmates.
What? Wait a minute now. He's a woman. How can he impregnate anybody? He's transgender. Right. Exactly. You know, fools up there believing.
So now they're figuring about, well, do we need a transgender prison?
Yeah, I guess so. But anyway, and then of course, then the men who think they're women will be women, and the women that think they're men can be men, and then we'll have more babies. Okay then. I think he does too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he got a lot of high tea going. Hey, appreciate. Yeah. I'm a transgender guy that says he's a woman, but he got to prison and figured out he was a man. We'll be back.
It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Blindster. Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blind shades and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. Don't overpay for new blinds. Shop Blindster today and save big. Blindster.com.
Good morning, Montgomery. 85 southbound on the ramp to Union Street. We've got an accident. Traffic now backed up almost to Ann Street, definitely back to Jackson Hospital. So watch for this on 85 southbound. May have a second accident there on the back end of that, so please use caution. Outside of that, we're looking good. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. If you need parts for your manufactured home, see Bruce Dean at Jayco Manufactured Homes on the Wetumpka Highway. They got a fully stocked parts store where they can help you order the right part. Jayco Manufactured Homes, everything to make your home a home. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
You love your car, yes, but why are you not loving it with those tires that carry you and your family everywhere? Let Chico's Auto Pros show some love with our super savings on tires. Chico's Auto Pros.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
2/3 of this country are now living paycheck to paycheck. 2/3 of the country. And when you take it even a step further, I mean, the impact, the stress, the pressure the families are feeling, they're so out of touch, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Because now, if we get the full basis point increase in interest rates, well, then now we're going to go from all of the disastrous costs of cars and everything we buy in every store we go to. Now it's going to impact the housing market. And if you think it's bad enough that your 401k and your IRA and your retirement plans have been getting destroyed by Wall Street, as they have been, well, get ready for what's about to happen to the housing industry.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-863-5858. That's 1-800-863-5858. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-863-5858. That's 1-800-863-5858.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Art Patrick Seminars is coming to Montgomery
Montgomery, Wednesday, July 27th, for one day only. Here, Mark talks about how hypnosis works to help people lose weight or stop smoking.
We all have an image of ourselves. And that image, if we have an image of a non-smoker, we attract non-smoker behaviors and beliefs. So we have an image of a smoker, we attract the habits of a smoker. If we have the image of a person who is overweight, we live up to those expectations. So one of the things we focus on with our programs is this, is we work on, at the subconscious level, the image or snapshot of yourself. If you have a healthy image, you attract healthy habits. We work on, under hypnosis, taking the pleasure association out for smokers that they have towards smoking, putting what they already know consciously that it's a filthy, disgusting habit that they never wish they start in the first place, that's killing them dead. And we get them out of these sessions feeling good about themselves, and guess what? They want to do these things instead of feel like they have to do them.
Don't miss Mark Talks Seminars, Wednesday, July 27th at the Hilton Garden Inn. For more
That's cold.
Seminars.com.
The Jordan B.
That's
Peterson
cold, baby.
Podcast with his very special guest, Joe Rogan.
Oftentimes, the last hour of a 3-hour podcast is the best hour.
Yeah, well, that intuition was certainly right and revolutionary.
Part of my revolutionary idea is just me being stubborn.
The Jordan B. Peterson Podcast and special guest, Joe Rogan. Download it free and easy at Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. From the Westwood One Podcast Network.
This is the Sean Hannity Show. Join me every afternoon at 2, right here on News Radio 1440.
Stray right through the very heart of it, New York.
Yep. Headed to New York City. Oh, yeah. I'm going to finally figure out how to ride a subway and a train. Hopefully the same guy that threw doo-doo on that person's face won't throw it in mine. But listen, I'm going to see if I can find Frank Sinatra. Okay, then. Let's go back to the phone, see who is there. New York, New York. Okay, then. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning, Mr. Ed. All right, Mr. Ed. Appreciate it. Appreciate your call there. Let me see who's next. Good morning. Who's this? Oh, pretty good. Well, the local voting is right, but I'm not sure national voting actually does us any good. I don't. Mm-hmm.
And you know, with all this that's going on with the corrupt legislation, officially corrupt legislation, in this 2020 election, it could have went down when it ended up going the right way. So,
Well, wait a minute, wait a minute. Who said it went the right way?
yeah, but you had Trump and the others who were trying to put together false electors.
Oh, okay.
They lost this particular
Okay.
state.
And the wholesale manipulation of our election in 2020 in the name of COVID, we all right with that?
Well, we were all right with Florida and other states
Mm.
who were doing
Okay.
we had a lot of people voting mail. It just started.
Okay, I'm just asking the question.
Blacks and Democrats started doing the same thing they were doing. They had a
Mm-hmm.
problem with that. Now, I also want to say this to you too.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about what law enforcement don't have to do and what they didn't do, wouldn't have to do and all that stuff. They wouldn't have called. They had dispatchers that dispatched us
Mm-hmm.
crimes or progress.
Right.
Property or either people lives are being threatened. They called dispatch out there.
Mm-hmm.
If that wasn't legal, they wouldn't have done it. Does that make sense?
Well, sure. Listen, I understand from a moral standpoint what you're saying, but legally, and I ask the question: does a police officer, is he compelled by law to go in harm's way?
Yeah.
Not by law. Not by law.
Yeah. But then if it wasn't by law, Kevin, that wouldn't have been in our creed and also things that we learned in the Catholic. If it wasn't by law, then dispatch would not be.
Well, again, would you consider a breach of the peace a public a crime on public property? If I'm on public land and I'm breaching the peace, I mean, you right?
When you go into a situation, you have to be
Yeah,
morally conduct.
I understand.
People going at each other.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Even with both parties.
Right. 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 But I'm just saying, again, does the police by law have a legal obligation to go in harm's way? Well, I write them. Yeah. Well, I'll write them up and no, I'm saying I'm only going by the Supreme Court. What the Supreme Court said. I'm only going by what they said. So yeah. 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 Well, we'll talk to him. No, that's what I'm gonna do. Hey, appreciate it. Let me grab this call right here. Good morning. Who's this? You got 2.5 minutes.
Regardless, first of all, old man Ed, I feel sorry for him. A while ago, he was mentioning, I told you, all you got to do, if you really want to get rid of Ed Patton, he mentioned all those virus characters' names. But he knows nothing about them. You know, the Bible is full of symbolic stuff and full of literal as well. Ed does not know his left from his right. He don't go to church. He got no pastor. He just a clown to start a radio station. Somebody said, well, let's call in. Talk about God. Most people love God. That don't work yet. But he's making a clown of himself every day. That's what he said. Without God, you do nothing. Jesus explained that to his followers in his day when he was sent to Satan. Without his bad because he could look at man on Christianity. And every day this man called it, I would just do me a favor before you die, perhaps, before you leave the radio or whatever. Next time you call and name a day, ask him, now he mentioned John the Baptist. Who was John Lovett? Ed. Who was his dad? See, that's fake research. Now, if you want to, encourage me, reflect some of this stuff. Now, let me touch on the politicians, okay? I agree with you. The police, I agree just what the Supreme Court said. The thing is, here's still. We the voters out here, right? We do this and that. The Supreme Court said this is where it got to be. This is where it got to be. Now, check this out, for example. Akron, Ohio. My wife and I, we wanted that. We done got set the other day. 96 shots was fired. 60 hit the guy. And these SOBs went put handcuffs on. You gonna pump 60 slugs into a human body? What the hell are your hands hurting for? Where are you supposed to go to Walmart?
Now listen, you got me on that one. I don't know.
You're supposed to go to church and chicken or something.
Yeah.
Okay, let me finish this real quick. Now, the bottom line is simple. These politicians, there's not enough black supporters in the city, or perhaps even the state, to make no serious noise about this. And I was three things to governor. Now, my discussion on something I agree with, the corruption is there. People say, well, throw the old black ones out and put new black ones in. Well, the cancer is still there. You see, most of the voters are just stupid in this state. Most of them not even making 30 grand a year, and they're going to vote for somebody, going to pay somebody 35 or 40, or even 60 or 70 a year. Black folks are just stupid, loving their feelings.
All right, then. This is America. Everybody's got a right to their opinion. That's his. We'll be back. 860-1440. For the number here, you want to give us a call, love to talk to you. What's ever on your mind this morning? What's going on? That's a question I'm asking myself every morning. Oh, you got to find a way.
Sponsored by Blindster. Need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers
Making that
blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than
Let me see now. We got
easy to install and guaranteed to fit. And right now, save 25% off any order. Just use code radio at checkout. Blindster.com.
The new work week will get off to a showery and stormy start for many of us. It's not going to rain all day today or tomorrow, but the chance of getting wet today and tomorrow is pretty good. Most of today is fine, but after 5 o'clock through the evening, scattered showers and storms become a good bet tonight. Can't rule out a few showers and storms, mainly early, and then tomorrow there will be a good helping of scattered showers and storms throughout the day. Temperatures today, mid-90s, low 90s tomorrow. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic, brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Hello, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send you on an alternate route. Finishing up an accident on 85 southbound at the Union Street off-ramp. Traffic running better through that area, still slow, so watch out for that. Summer is in full swing at Festival Plaza. Stop by World Finance, River Region Ballet, and more. Festival Plaza, Taylor & Vaughn, and JLL Managed Development. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
You love your car, yes? But why are you not loving it with those tires that carry you and your family everywhere? Let Chico's Auto Pros show some love with our super savings on tires. Chico's Auto Pros.
Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed. Only $49.99. Hypnosis designed to destroy unwanted cravings, late night eating binges, boredom eating, stress eating, and stop smoking. This hypnosis is designed to destroy your desire to smoke without cravings, irritability, weight gain, or your money back. The weight loss seminar is Wednesday, July 27th at Hilton Garden Inn in Montgomery from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Registration begins at 5 p.m. Stop smoking seminar starts at 8 p.m. Registration starts at 7:30 p.m.
Thinking about life insurance? What if you could make one free phone call and learn the best price from up to 10 price competitive companies? Well, that's exactly what happens when you call SelectQuote. For example, George is 39. He was getting sky-high quotes from other companies because he takes meds to control his blood pressure. But when I shopped around, I found him a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $22 a month. I'm SelectQuote agent Dan Savino, and believe me, if SelectQuote isn't shopping for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-890-6688. That's 800-890-6688. 800-890-6688. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Your price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
It's a fact. Guys hate going to the doctor. But when it comes to erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing Dr. Alderson and the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy levels. Lots of men suffer with ED for years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I've been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pill never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic, and realized there were more options for erectile dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99, and that includes all testing, including PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334.
I don't know. Good morning, man. Have a wonderful day. Airborne. Hoorah. Let me see that.
Septic tanks are used where municipal sewers are not available, and maintenance is important. Failing septic tank systems can endanger your family.
10 minutes, man. I got to get to these people off the phone.
You can prevent your system from failing by having your tank pumped every 3 to 5 years. Keep a separate container for grease and dispose of it properly. Use detergents low in phosphates and spread laundry over several days as to not overload the system with too much water. This message brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and this station.
Hey, hear me at my new time right here on the same great station. It's all happening every afternoon at 2, right here on News Radio 1440.
I'm sorry. I'm stuck in the 70s. Hell, I'm still watching Perry Mason. I'm on my last season right now of Perry Mason. That is such a great show. Let me shut up. Guy been on here for 10 minutes. I got to get him on the air right quick because he think I don't like him or something. Good morning. Who's this? Fine. Yeah, who's that? Mitchell. Man or woman? We got a Mitchell. Oh, Rondé. You know, but I think Rondé's got to want it because then again, now their election is coming up next year, and then I guess the city council election is coming up next year too. I don't know. I mean, we got a lot of people out there. We have a lot of people out there that one thing I know about Rondé Mitchell remind me of William Green. You know, always out there doing something. Yeah. And I love me some William Green now, but you know, I mean. Yeah. Well. All right. Appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, whoever it is. I mean, I've heard some names. I'm not sure whoever. But again, though, I think I'm gonna have to call. I'm going to call. I'm gonna see if I can get the probate judge on tomorrow for a couple of minutes to explain this, because evidently there was a redistricting of the county in 2021, and so if that in fact is true, then some of the residency limitations have been are not in effect. But I'll call him tomorrow because I don't understand why the county can't just have an election on that one. I mean, why allow the governor, who doesn't know anybody here, except me probably, doesn't know anybody, and just to put somebody in office? I don't understand that. Just let the people vote. You know, I mean, they may vote for Republican. Okay, that I know that ain't gonna happen, but they may. Yeah, you know. And again, I was talking earlier about this one guy who said he was a girl, and he ends up in a girl prison, and so now we got like 2 women pregnant now. Now I'm just trying to tell you. So if you're gonna be a girl, okay, if you're gonna claim to be a girl, okay, and mentally that's who you think you are, you want to identify as a woman, I got the cure for that. Okay, I got the cure for that. So what you need to do is take them into the operating room and take off their male parts. I'm just thinking, because if you really want to be a girl, then let's let you feel like what it's like, and then you still won't feel like a girl. But I'm just saying, you know, at least we won't have people in prison impregnating other girls, because now we got a girl impregnating a girl. We got a guy who thinks a girl impregnating another girl in the prison. I mean, hell, that's the best of both worlds right there, brother. But I'm just saying, if you're going to claim to be a girl, let's see how dedicated you are to the cause. Take me to the infirmary and whack it off. Yeah, I don't need it anymore. I will never use it again because I'm a girl. I'm just saying, we might want to do that. Come on, see how dedicated they are to the cause. Good morning. Okay, see that? Okay, moving right along. Okay. All right then. What else is going on out there? Oh, well, first of all, let me tell you about my good friends over at JL Lane Auto, Truck and Auto. JL Lane Truck and Auto. That's right. Or you can go to the website, jllanetruckandauto.com. 272-4313. You looking for a car? You need one? You don't trust the car? I got people in West Montgomery sometimes won't even take their car to the mall because they're afraid it'll break down. But listen, get out that car. Get yourself another ride. Okay? Call them up right now, 272-4313. You can buy there. You can pay there. They got an online inventory that you look at the cars before you even go there. Okay, the cars have been cleaned and cleared of all known issues and have passed a rigorous and vigorous inspection process. So if you're ready to ride, go to 208 Gun Road or give them a call, 272-4313, okay? And if they don't have it, I need to call and ask Steve, can he get it for you? I'm just saying, these are good folks. Mr. Lane's a good guy. He won't sit there and worry about your past. He's worried about your future. He ain't worried about your old credit stuff. He's worried about your new credit stuff that he's going to help you reestablish, okay? So don't worry about it. Call it. He will put you in a ride, but you got to be honest. You know, tell him your story. You know, tell him your story, and he'll sit across the table from you, imano. That's man to man. Look you in the eye. So you can tell a lot about people that are willing to look you in the eye. See, if the guy looking down at the floor, shaking your hand, looking down at the floor, and shaking your hand, looking up and say, you may not want to trust him. But you look a man straight in his eye, and it's hard to tell a lie. Okay, I'm just telling you, you know, Mr. Lane and the Lane Corporation over there was certainly, okay, J.O. Lane Truck and Auto will certainly do the best they can do to make sure you are riding. Okay, I'm just telling you, you might want to call them up. 272-4313, 272-4313. Call them today. But go again, don't forget the website, JL Lane Truck and Auto. That's all one word, JL Lane Truck and Auto. And is A-N-D Auto, okay? Go there, 272-4313. Tell them heard about them on the radio. And even if you don't need a car right now, you call him up anyway and tell him you appreciate what he's doing for the community and giving people a second shot at riding rather than walking, okay? Turn in them heels and get yourself some rubber wheels. That's all I'm trying to do. All right, then. So, what else is going on? One more. I forgot about this. I got to help you with this. Okay. If you think that you're not the man you used to be, that may be a good reason for that. Because you may have low T. That stands for testosterone. If you want to be a better man, a more vigorous man, a man that has energy, don't want to lay on the couch all day long, wait for football season to get here, you need to go to Montgomery Men's Health, okay, and get your T check, testosterone check. Okay, it only costs $99. This is the best $99 you will ever spend. I'm telling you. Have you ever spent $99 to change your whole life? Of course not. You spent $99 and it was gone. You forgot what you spent it on. But if you go over here to Montgomery Men's Health and you give them a call first, make an appointment, 440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Because remember when you were young, and that wasn't that long ago. It wasn't that long ago. You were young. You thought you had it. Nobody could top you or stop you. You the man. Well, you can have that feeling back again. But not if you got low T. Okay, so get over there, get it checked, let them put you on a regimen, let them tell you what you need to do. This is the best investment you can make. If you ever spent $99 before on anything, you know what? I mean, y'all pay that much on beer. You pay $99 on anything, this one would change your life. Okay, so give them a call, 440-3663, and you get a PSA test at the same time. PSA, but that's a prostate thing. I don't know exactly what that PSA stands for. But it's prostate, and they're gonna check your stuff out down there and make sure it's all working good and everything. Make sure everything in good working order. Okay. I'm just telling you, it's a life-changing investment. You got low T, you feel all bad, you feel low, you lost your libido. You don't know whether you're coming or going because you just don't have the energy to go no place. Well, that ain't me. I walked over there, I got mine checked out, and when I walked out there, they all wanted my autograph. I'm just trying to tell you, I'm the man. When they went to the dictionary, all of a sudden they replaced the dictionary with a picture of me when it says man. Hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. Okay, I'm just telling you. So if you want to be like me, you want to have high T, then you need to go over there to Montgomery Men's Health and give them a call first, 334-440-3663, and I guarantee it, it'll change your life. Really, I'm serious, okay? You want to call us? Anything else on your mind this morning? Okay, I'm going to try calling Chris, Twinkle, one more time about this. about this electric thing. I mean, they're just gonna go up on electric prices. Don't tell nobody it's coming. I mean, we just hear about it after it's already gone up. Okay, what kind of mess is that? We ought to have at least a little bit of warning so we know that we can't buy the rice no more. We got to buy one chicken rather than two chickens now. Maybe we can't have steak, but like once or twice a year. I mean, I'm going to the store these days. Used to be me and Z would go to the store and I just let them throw in the basket what they wanted to. I figured I could afford that. I can't do that anymore. We got to look at the price. And I normally wouldn't buy the peanut, the Piggly Wiggly brand and all that stuff. I'm going with the gold, especially on the cheese. I had to buy the good cheese. But now, hey, the house brand looks pretty good. Now I will tell you who has the best house brand thing. And I hate to say this because I don't really shop there very much, but they got good quality stuff, and that's Publix. Publix good house brand is equivalent to the famous brand. So I'm going to tell you, but I can't. Which means I probably can't afford this either. So I'm just going down to the Piggly Wiggly brand, okay, and just get their stuff, and because it's getting hard out there. It's getting hard out there. I'm gonna have to pick up another part-time job. Okay. I mean, man, what is going on? Okay. So I'm just saying. And a lot of people are asking about this county commission seat. A lot of people think that they want the same good old boy club there, and that's why they're not putting on an election. I'm just saying. That's what some people are thinking. Why not let the people elect them? Why not have a special election? Why not? But that's just me. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. So they only go up $6 1 month, and then no more after that, or is it going to be $6 every month? So, yeah. Well, they certainly didn't lower mine. Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess that makes me happy. I wish somebody would and the president of the United States is saying he's frustrated that he hasn't been able to do more in the White House because of COVID and because of monkeypox and because of Roe versus Wade. Now, I don't know what Roe versus Wade got to do with raise prices going up, but yeah. Yeah. Listen, I'm with you, but as long as they're young, wise, and intelligent, not just, I don't care about activists. Yeah, well, let's hope so. Well, I'm not ready for the rocking chair yet, but I probably don't need to be running for office either. I'm kind of up there with this. Other day I was trying to get my ticket to go to New York, and they gave me did you? Well, they gave me a receipt. I really felt honored. They gave me the senior citizens price. I said $146. I like being old. I mean, I said $146. I said yes. That age good and something. Hey, appreciate you. Let me take one more. I mean, listen, that was good. Good morning. Amen to that. Yes, sir. I mean, for a minute there, I thought all I got was getting 65. I was getting a Medicaid card, but the other day I got a $146 price drop on my ticket to get to New York. I said, right. Oh, yes, I'm going. Yes, I'm going up there. Now, I'm gonna go to see the mayor while I'm there and tell him a couple of things and maybe maybe I get him on the show when I get this. Yeah, I'll take my press pass up there with me from Montgomery. And he said, "Wow." I said, "Yeah, I came all the way down here to talk to you, Mayor Adams." As a matter of fact, the guy I'm gonna be talking to when I get up there. But unfortunately, I won't have nobody here doing the show, so next week, but I'll bring the audio back with me if I make it back, because New York's a dangerous place to live. It's a tough place, but they ain't killing everybody. So hopefully I'll get in there and get out of there. And we'll see what. Of course, I'm going to see Sean Hannity. While I'm up there too, going to see Sean, because I know he sent me an email, said asked me if I wanted to try out for a national show, and I said yeah, I'll try that out. So we good. So I'll see him. So if I don't come back, that means you can listen to me on like CBS, NBC, Fox, something like that. I'm just saying. So I'm going to see the brother. Okay. One more call. Good morning. Wait, well, let me see how that works. No, they didn't work at all. Oh well. Okay. I think that's about it for the day. So I'll see you. We'll be back. Hey, I'd sound good nationally. I would. I'd be the man. See ya.
WSFA 12 News Update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams at WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. Two organizations in the capital city are looking to revive West Montgomery. Townsfolk Incorporated and Westside Greenworks Home Builder want to start
on my own
on West Fred D. Gray Avenue.
on my own,
including financial literacy classes. Eufaula police are investigating a Saturday night shooting that left one person dead and another injured. Police were called around 11:30 to Dr. T.D. McHugh Boulevard. Two people were shot there and taken to the hospital, where one person, 18-year-old Quantavious Howard, died. Anyone with information is asked to call police. Here in Alabama, we now have two confirmed cases of
Did that guy ever call you?
Jefferson County and one in Mobile County.
Yes, not.
Yeah, the children.
Infections are only expected.
Remember, you asked me about, I asked you about the guy your phone number.
Yeah, no, I guess he ain't. No,
Okay.
no.
Thank you, dear.
But he can.